Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever own. It can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Right now, your mindset is shaping your reality. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, and every habit you repeat is either pushing you toward success or pulling you deeper into mediocrity. But what if you could reprogram your mind the same way you would update outdated software? What if you could erase self-doubt, eliminate fear, and rewire your brain for confidence, success, and unstoppable focus? This audiobook will teach you how to break free from the mental chains holding you back and rebuild a mindset designed for greatness. If you are ready to take control of your thoughts, shift your mindset, and unlock your highest potential, this audiobook is for you. Your transformation starts now. Are you ready? Chapter 1. The mind is your greatest weapon. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever own. It can either build your success or destroy your potential. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, and every transformation begins with a single thought. But here's the truth. Most people never learn how to use their mind the right way. Right now, your mind is shaping your reality. The way you think determines the way you live. If you believe you are strong, focused, and capable, your actions will reflect that belief. But if you see yourself as weak, unmotivated, or stuck, then that is exactly how your life will unfold. Your mind is either your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Most people are trapped by their own thinking. They let fear, doubt, and negative thoughts control their actions. They tell themselves they are not good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough to succeed. But these thoughts are just mental chains that can be broken with the right mindset. Think of your mind like a weapon. A sharp, focused mind can cut through any obstacle, but an undisciplined mind, filled with distractions and negativity, becomes dull and weak. The strongest people in the world are not those with the best circumstances. They are those who have mastered their own thoughts. Success is not about luck, talent, or opportunity. It is about how you train your mind. The most successful people are not born with a different brain. They simply use their mind differently. They program their thoughts for focus, confidence, and action. Everything starts with a single belief. If you believe you can succeed, you will find a way. If you believe you are not capable, you will find an excuse. Your mind is always working, but is it working for you or against you? The key is to take control of your thinking. You must learn to recognize negative thoughts and replace them with powerful ones. When fear whispers, "You can't," you must respond with, "I will." When doubt says, "This is too hard," you must answer, "I will find a way." The way you speak to yourself matters. Every word you tell yourself programs your mind. If you constantly say, "I'm bad at this," you train your brain to accept failure. But if you say, "I am learning, I am improving, and I will succeed," you rewire your brain for growth. Your focus determines your reality. If you focus on problems, you will feel stuck. If you focus on solutions, you will find a way forward. Your mind follows whatever you give attention to, so choose wisely. The most powerful minds in history belong to those who refused to let negativity control them. They faced struggles, failures, and rejection, but they did not let these things break them. Instead, they trained their mind to push forward no matter what. Your mind is like a muscle. If you train it with discipline, it will become strong. If you feed it with knowledge, it will become wise. But if you neglect it, it will become weak. The choice is yours. The best way to sharpen your mind is through action. Do not just think about change. Take action toward it. The more you challenge your mind, the more powerful it becomes. Every day you have a choice. Let your mind control you, or take control of your mind. Will you allow fear and negativity to dictate your future, or will you program your mind for strength, discipline, and success? A powerful mind is unstoppable. Once you learn how to use your mind as a weapon, no obstacle, no failure, and no challenge can defeat you. Your mind is your greatest weapon. Train it, sharpen it, and use it to build the life you want. Chapter 2. Breaking free from mental chains. Most people are trapped, not by physical barriers, but by their own thoughts. The greatest prison in the world is the one built inside your mind. Fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs act like invisible chains, keeping you stuck in the same place, repeating the same cycles. But here's the truth. Those chains are not real. You have the power to break free. Everything you believe about yourself was programmed at some point in your life. You were not born with fear, self-doubt, or insecurity. These were taught to you. Maybe someone told you that you weren't good enough. Maybe you failed once and convinced yourself you would always fail. Maybe you compared yourself to others and decided you could never win. But none of these beliefs are facts. They are just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. To break free from mental chains, you must first recognize them. What negative beliefs are holding you back? What fears stop you from taking action? What excuses do you keep repeating? Be honest with yourself, because awareness is the first step to change. Fear is the biggest chain of all. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears create hesitation, and hesitation kills dreams. But fear is not a real barrier, it is an illusion. The only way to overcome fear is to face it head-on. Doubt is another chain that keeps people stuck. Doubt makes you question yourself, hesitate, and shrink away from opportunities. But here's the truth. Everyone who has ever succeeded once doubted themselves. The difference is, they moved forward despite the doubt. They acted even when they were unsure. The longer you hold on to these mental chains, the heavier they become. Every time you tell yourself, "I can't," you add another lock to your prison. Every time you say, "I'm not good enough," you strengthen the bars. But just as you built these chains, you can break them. The key to breaking free is reprogramming your mind. You must replace weak thoughts with strong ones. Instead of saying, "I can't," say, "I will find a way." Instead of, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am learning and improving every day." Your past does not define your future. Just because you struggled before does not mean you will always struggle. Every day is a new opportunity to rewrite your story. Most people fail because they listen to their fears instead of their goals. They let the voice of doubt be louder than the voice of ambition. But if you silence that negativity and focus on your potential, you will start moving forward. Imagine what your life would look like if you had no fear, no doubt, and no hesitation. What could you accomplish? How far could you go? Who could you become? The answer is simple. You could become unstoppable. But it all starts with breaking free from the chains in your mind. Success is not about talent or luck. It is about mindset. The people who win in life are not always the smartest or the most skilled. They are simply the ones who refuse to be held back by doubt and fear. Change your thoughts, and you change your life. The moment you decide to stop accepting your mental chains, you will start moving toward the life you deserve. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more fear. It's time to take control of your mind, break free from the past, and move forward with power. Your mind has been unlocked. Now walk out of the prison you built. The world is waiting. Chapter 3. The Science of Thought Reprogramming. Your brain is like a supercomputer, and your thoughts are the software that runs it. Every belief, habit, and reaction you have is a result of mental programming, some of which were installed without your permission. If your current mindset is holding you back, it's time to rewrite the code and reprogram your mind for success. How your brain is wired. The human brain is constantly adapting. Every thought you think, every habit you repeat, and every belief you hold strengthens specific neural pathways. Over time, these pathways become automatic, shaping your actions and decisions without you even realizing it. For example, if you repeatedly tell yourself, "I'm not good at this," your brain forms a connection that makes that belief feel true, even if it's not. But the same principle works in reverse. If you start telling yourself, "I am improving every day," your brain will adapt to that new belief and make it your reality. The power of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to change. This means you are never stuck with the mindset you have now. You can rewire your brain for confidence, discipline, and success if you train it correctly. Reprogramming your mind starts with 3 steps. 1. Identify the negative programming. What thoughts are keeping you stuck? What beliefs have held you back for years? Where did those beliefs come from? Most of the limiting beliefs you have were picked up from society, parents, teachers, or past experiences. But just because they exist in your mind doesn't mean they are true. 2. Interrupt the old pattern. The next time you catch yourself saying, "I'm not smart enough," stop. When you think, "I'll never succeed," challenge that thought. Break the cycle by consciously rejecting negative beliefs and replacing them with stronger ones. 3. Instead of saying, "I can't," say, "I will find a way." Instead of, "This is too hard," say, "I am learning and getting stronger." Install new beliefs through repetition. Reprogramming your mind is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. The more you reinforce positive beliefs, the stronger they become. Affirmations, visualization, and focused action are powerful tools to rebuild your mindset. Affirmations. Repeating your new mental code. The words you tell yourself shape your identity. Your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and repetition. It believes whatever you tell it the most. If you repeat, "I am disciplined, focused, and unstoppable" every day, your brain will start aligning your actions with that belief. Try this. Every morning say, "I am becoming the person I was meant to be." Before a challenge, say, "I always find solutions and push through." When doubt creeps in, say, "I am stronger than my excuses." Over time, these thoughts become your reality. Visualization, training your brain for success. Your brain reacts to mental imagery the same way it does to real experiences. If you vividly imagine success, your brain starts to believe it's possible, making you more confident and action-driven. Close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your biggest goal. Imagine how it feels, what it looks like, and how confident you are. The more you visualize it, the more your brain sees it as normal and achievable. This is the exact method that top athletes, CEOs, and high achievers use to program their minds for success. Action. Rewiring your brain through movement. Your mind is not reprogrammed by thoughts alone. It's reprogrammed by action. If you want to build confidence, take action despite fear. If you want to develop discipline, do the hard work even when you don't feel like it. If you want to overcome doubt, prove to yourself that you can handle challenges. Every time you act in alignment with the mindset you want, your brain strengthens that new belief. Over time, this becomes your default state. You are the architect of your mindset. Right now, you have a choice. Continue operating with the old programming that has kept you stuck, or start reprogramming your mind to think, act, and succeed like a winner. Your mind is not fixed. It is a machine that follows the code you give it. If you want a different life, you must install a different mindset. The transformation begins now. Change your thoughts, and you change your future. Chapter 4. The Power of Positive Self-Talk. The way you speak to yourself determines the way you live. Every thought, every word, and every internal dialogue is shaping your confidence, your decisions, and ultimately your success. Most people do not realize that their biggest enemy is not the outside world, it is their own mind. Negative self-talk is a silent killer of potential. It convinces you that you are not good enough, that you cannot succeed, and that you will never break free from your struggles. But here's the truth. You are always listening to yourself, and whatever you say, your brain believes. Your mind is constantly taking in the words you repeat to yourself. If you keep saying, "I always fail," or "I'm not smart enough," your brain starts to treat those statements as facts. Over time, these thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs dictate actions. If you believe you are incapable, you will hesitate. If you believe you are unlucky, you will ignore opportunities. If you believe you cannot improve, you will never try. But just as negative words create limitations, positive words create possibilities. The secret to reprogramming your mind is to become intentional about the way you speak to yourself. Positive self-talk is not about pretending that life is easy or that struggles do not exist. It is about choosing words that empower you instead of words that weaken you. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I will find a way." Instead of thinking, "I always mess up," say, "I am learning and improving every day." Instead of believing, "I'm not good enough," remind yourself, "I am capable, I am growing, and I am becoming stronger." These small changes in language may seem simple, but they have a profound impact on the way your mind processes challenges. Science backs this up. Studies have shown that the words you use affect your brain chemistry. When you engage in positive self-talk, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters associated with motivation, confidence, and well-being. On the other hand, negative self-talk triggers stress responses, making you feel anxious, overwhelmed, and incapable. Your words are not just words, they are instructions to your brain. If you want to feel powerful, you must speak to yourself with power. Many people allow their minds to run on autopilot, absorbing negativity from their past, their environment, and their own self-doubt. But you are not a victim of your thoughts. You have the power to choose the words that shape your reality. Instead of allowing fear and insecurity to control your inner dialogue, take charge of it. Train yourself to respond to challenges with strength, to setbacks with resilience, and to uncertainty with belief. If you do not take control of your inner voice, it will take control of you. Think about the way you talk to a close friend. If they were struggling, you would not tear them down or call them a failure. You would encourage them, remind them of their strengths, and push them forward. So why do you talk to yourself any differently? If you would not say it to someone you care about, do not say it to yourself. Speak to yourself with the same kindness, support, and belief that you would offer to someone you love. The most successful people in the world do not allow negative self-talk to dominate their minds. They have trained themselves to think in a way that supports their goals. They use positive affirmations daily. They correct negative thoughts immediately. They understand that confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build through repetition. The way you speak to yourself daily determines the level of success you will achieve. Reprogramming your self-talk does not happen overnight. It takes practice and consistency. The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to the way you talk to yourself throughout the day. When you catch yourself saying something negative, stop and reframe it. Instead of thinking, "This is too hard," remind yourself, "I have faced challenges before and overcome them." Instead of saying, "I will never be successful," tell yourself, "Success is a process, and I am on my way." Every time you replace a negative thought with a positive one, you are rewiring your brain for success. The key to mastering positive self-talk is to be relentless about it. Do not let your old thoughts take control again. Feed your mind with empowering words every day. Write down affirmations and repeat them. Stand in front of a mirror and remind yourself of your strengths. Surround yourself with people who speak life into you. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. If you plant negativity, you will harvest self-doubt. If you plant confidence, you will harvest success. If you struggle with self-doubt, start small. Every morning, look in the mirror and say something positive to yourself. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but repetition is what creates new beliefs. The more you reinforce a thought, the stronger it becomes. Do not just rely on thoughts, back them up with action. If you tell yourself that you are disciplined, prove it by following through on your commitments. If you say you are confident, practice stepping outside of your comfort zone. Your actions must align with your words for true transformation to happen. Your inner voice is the most powerful voice you will ever hear. It will either push you forward or hold you back. You have the choice to make it your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. If you want to succeed, you must train it to work for you, not against you. The words you repeat today will shape the future you live tomorrow. Choose them wisely. Chapter 5. The role of visualization in mindset reprogramming. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and visualization is the key to unlocking its full potential. Every great success begins in the mind before it ever becomes reality. The way you see yourself, the way you imagine your future, and the way you mentally prepare for challenges all determine the results you achieve in life. Visualization is not just wishful thinking, it is mental training that primes your brain for success. Your brain does not fully distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones. Studies show that when you vividly picture yourself performing an action, whether it's speaking confidently, winning a competition, or achieving a goal, your brain activates the same neural pathways as if you were actually doing it. This means that when you consistently visualize success, you are training your brain to believe in it and act accordingly. Your mind becomes conditioned to see success as your reality, making it easier to take action and push past obstacles. Think about elite athletes. They do not just train their bodies, they train their minds. Before stepping onto the field or into the arena, they mentally rehearse their movements, their strategies, and their victories. They see themselves winning before they actually win. This is not magic, it is science. By visualizing success, they create a mental blueprint that guides their actions and boosts their confidence. If athletes use visualization to master their craft, why wouldn't you use it to master your own life? Visualization is about creating a clear mental image of what you want and immersing yourself in the experience. The more detailed and vivid your mental images are, the more powerful the effect. If you want to be confident, visualize yourself speaking with certainty, walking with purpose, and radiating self-assurance. If you want to build wealth, imagine making smart financial decisions, seeing your bank balance grow, and feeling financially free. The clearer the vision, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is always working, shaping your actions based on the dominant images you feed it. If you constantly visualize failure, rejection, or doubt, your subconscious will guide you toward those outcomes. But if you program it with images of success, growth, and confidence, it will push you to take the necessary steps to turn those images into reality. Your thoughts create your reality, so make sure your mental pictures align with the future you want. Most people do not reach their potential because they cannot see themselves achieving greatness. They focus on their limitations instead of their possibilities. Visualization allows you to shift your focus from what you lack to what you are capable of. When you see yourself succeeding over and over again in your mind, you start believing that success is inevitable. Belief is the foundation of achievement. If you can see it in your mind, you can create it in your life. Fear often stops people from taking action. They hesitate, doubt themselves, and avoid risks because they imagine everything that could go wrong. But visualization allows you to flip the script. Instead of seeing yourself fail, see yourself succeeding. Instead of imagining rejection, imagine acceptance. Instead of focusing on fear, focus on power. When you visualize positive outcomes consistently, fear loses its grip on you. One of the most effective ways to use visualization is to mentally rehearse difficult situations before they happen. If you have a big presentation, visualize yourself speaking clearly, engaging your audience, and feeling confident. If you have an important interview, picture yourself answering questions with certainty and impressing the interviewer. The more you practice success in your mind, the more natural it becomes in real life. Repetition strengthens the connection between your thoughts and your actions. Visualization should not just be about seeing, it should involve all your senses. When you picture success, feel the emotions of victory, hear the sounds of achievement, and experience the excitement as if it were happening now. The more immersive your visualization, the stronger the impact on your subconscious mind. Your brain thrives on details, so make your mental images as real as possible. Some people dismiss visualization as just thinking, but it is much more than that. It is mental conditioning. It is a tool that rewires your brain for success. The reason so many people struggle with self-doubt and hesitation is that they spend more time picturing failure than success. They allow negative thoughts to dominate their minds, reinforcing fear and uncertainty. Visualization is about taking back control of your mind and training it to expect success. Success does not happen by accident. It happens because you have programmed yourself to see it, believe it, and pursue it with certainty. The moment you start visualizing yourself as someone who wins, your actions will follow that vision. You will begin to make decisions that align with success. You will attract opportunities that bring growth, and you will develop the resilience to keep moving forward. Visualization is the first step to becoming the person you were meant to be. Another powerful technique is creating a vision board, a collection of images, words, and symbols that represent your goals. Seeing these images every day reinforces your focus and reminds your brain what you are working toward. It keeps your goals in your subconscious, guiding your thoughts and actions toward making them a reality. The mind responds to repetition, and the more you see your goals, the more they become ingrained in your belief system. The most successful people in the world have mastered the art of mental imagery. They have conditioned themselves to see opportunities instead of obstacles, to expect greatness instead of failure, and to believe in their potential even before they have proof of it. This mindset is not something they were born with. It is something they developed through repetition and practice. If they can train their minds for success, so can you. Your current life is a reflection of the thoughts you have repeated most often. If you want to change your life, you must change the way you think. Spend time each day visualizing yourself succeeding. Close your eyes, see your future self living the life you want, and let that vision become your new reality. Do not just wish for success, mentally prepare for it. Your mind is the architect of your future, and visualization is the blueprint that will build it. The power of visualization is that it allows you to experience success before it happens. It builds confidence, removes hesitation, and prepares you for the challenges ahead. If you can see yourself thriving, winning, and overcoming obstacles, then nothing will feel impossible. You will start to believe in yourself on a deeper level, and that belief will drive you to take action toward your dreams. Your mind cannot hold two conflicting beliefs at once. Choose to believe in your greatness. The best part about visualization is that it costs nothing. You do not need special tools, extra resources, or external validation. All you need is your mind, your focus, and your commitment to seeing yourself as the person you want to become. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the way you think. Change your thoughts, and your life will change with them. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is their ability to control their minds. Train your mind to expect success, and success will follow. Train your mind to see obstacles as stepping stones, and you will move forward with confidence. Train your mind to visualize the best possible outcomes, and your actions will align with that vision. The future is created first in the mind. Make sure yours is building something great. Chapter 6. How to Master Emotional Intelligence for Success. Success is not just about intelligence, skills, or hard work. It is about mastering your emotions. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, control, and use your emotions in a way that benefits you rather than hinders you. Most people let their emotions control them, reacting impulsively, allowing fear to dictate their decisions, or letting anger destroy relationships. But those who achieve long-term success understand that emotions are tools, not barriers. When you learn to master your emotions, you gain the power to navigate any challenge with clarity, confidence, and control. Your emotions are the filter through which you see the world. If you are constantly anxious, everything will feel like a threat. If you are always angry, you will see conflict in every situation. But if you cultivate emotional intelligence, you can train yourself to respond rationally instead of reacting emotionally. This does not mean suppressing your feelings. It means understanding them, processing them, and using them to make better decisions. Your ability to stay calm and in control will separate you from those who let their emotions ruin opportunities. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. Many people do not realize how much their emotions influence their thoughts and actions. They assume they are making logical choices, but in reality, they are being driven by fear, insecurity, or past trauma. When you become aware of your emotions in real time, you gain the ability to pause, reflect, and choose your response instead of acting on impulse. Instead of letting stress overwhelm you, you can recognize it and take steps to manage it. Instead of allowing doubt to stop you, you can reframe it into motivation. One of the most powerful aspects of emotional intelligence is learning how to regulate your emotions. This does not mean ignoring your feelings or pretending they do not exist. It means developing the ability to process emotions in a healthy way. If something makes you angry, instead of exploding or holding on to resentment, you acknowledge the feeling and find a productive way to express it. If fear arises, instead of letting it paralyze you, you analyze where it is coming from and find ways to push through it. Emotional regulation is the key to staying strong and focused in difficult situations. Success requires resilience, and resilience comes from emotional intelligence. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much you plan, unexpected setbacks will happen. The difference between those who recover and those who crumble is how they handle adversity. Emotionally intelligent people do not dwell on failures. They analyze them, learn from them, and move forward. They do not let emotions like frustration, disappointment, or self-doubt stop them from continuing to take action. They train their minds to stay grounded and adaptable no matter what happens. One of the greatest skills you can develop is the ability to detach from immediate emotions and see the bigger picture. When something goes wrong, most people get caught up in the emotion of the moment. They feel frustrated, hurt, or defeated. But those with high emotional intelligence step back and ask themselves, how will this matter a year from now? What can I learn from this? How can I use this situation to grow? This shift in perspective allows them to respond with wisdom rather than emotion. Another key component of emotional intelligence is empathy, the ability to understand and connect with others on an emotional level. Success is not just about your personal growth, it is also about how well you communicate, lead, and influence those around you. People with high emotional intelligence can read the emotions of others, respond appropriately, and build strong relationships. They know how to listen, how to inspire, and how to create an environment where people feel understood and valued. This skill is what separates great leaders from average ones. Mastering emotional intelligence also helps you develop patience. Many people fail because they are too reactive, too quick to give up, or too impatient to see results. They get frustrated when success does not happen immediately, and they make impulsive decisions based on temporary emotions. But those with emotional intelligence understand that success is a long game. They train themselves to stay committed even when emotions fluctuate. They do not let temporary feelings destroy long-term progress. Fear is one of the most limiting emotions, and emotional intelligence helps you overcome it. Fear will always be present in some form. It is part of being human. But instead of allowing it to control your actions, you can learn to use fear as a guide. If something scares you, it usually means it is important. Emotionally intelligent people recognize fear, acknowledge it, and then move forward anyway. They do not wait for fear to disappear. They act in spite of it. Your mindset and emotions are deeply connected. If you constantly feed your mind with negativity, self-doubt, and stress, your emotional state will reflect that. But if you take control of your thoughts and focus on solutions, growth, and self-discipline, your emotions will shift accordingly. The way you think determines the way you feel, and the way you feel determines the way you act. Discipline plays a major role in emotional intelligence. Many people let emotions dictate their actions, which leads to inconsistency. One day they feel motivated and work hard, and the next day they feel tired and do nothing. But emotional intelligence allows you to separate feelings from actions. You do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Success requires emotional control because the path is never smooth. If you allow frustration, doubt, or impatience to dictate your decisions, you will give up before you reach your full potential. But if you develop the discipline to keep moving forward, no matter what emotions arise, you will achieve results that most people never will. Emotional intelligence is the skill that keeps you moving when motivation fades. Understanding your emotions also helps you avoid unnecessary stress. Many people create their own suffering by overreacting to small things, worrying about things they cannot control, or holding on to past mistakes. But when you master your emotions, you learn to let go of what does not serve you. You stop wasting energy on things that do not matter. You protect your focus, your peace, and your mental clarity. The ability to remain calm in high-pressure situations is a rare and valuable skill. When chaos surrounds you, when things go wrong, and when people around you are panicking, your ability to stay level-headed gives you an advantage. You make better decisions, you maintain control, you show strength when others fall apart. This level of emotional mastery makes you powerful. High emotional intelligence also helps you stay humble. When you achieve success, it is easy to become arrogant or complacent. But when you are emotionally intelligent, you remain self-aware. You recognize that there is always more to learn, more to improve, and more room to grow. You do not let pride blind you. You stay hungry, disciplined, and focused on continuous improvement. One of the most powerful aspects of emotional intelligence is learning how to use emotions as fuel. Instead of letting anger turn into resentment, use it as motivation to work harder. Instead of letting doubt slow you down, turn it into proof that you can overcome anything. Instead of seeing frustration as a roadblock, view it as a sign that you are pushing beyond your comfort zone. Emotions are energy. Learn to redirect them towards success. The truth is, most people never master emotional intelligence because they never take the time to understand themselves. They react instead of responding. They let emotions control them instead of learning to control their emotions. But if you take the time to develop this skill, you will gain a mental advantage over the majority of people. You will make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and move through life with clarity and control. Mastering emotional intelligence is one of the most valuable things you can do for yourself. It will improve every aspect of your life, your career, your relationships, your personal growth. It will allow you to stay strong in adversity, to think clearly in chaos, and to remain disciplined no matter what. If you can control your emotions, you can control your destiny. Emotional intelligence is the ability to regulate and channel your emotions in a way that serves you rather than limits you. Many people react to situations without considering the long-term consequences of their emotional responses. They let anger, frustration, and stress take over, leading them to make impulsive decisions that they later regret. When you develop emotional intelligence, you learn to pause, reflect, and respond in a way that aligns with your goals instead of being controlled by your immediate feelings. One of the most common emotional traps people fall into is allowing external circumstances to dictate their internal state. They feel good when things are going well, but the moment they face a challenge, their emotions spiral out of control. The most successful individuals understand that emotional control comes from within. They do not allow the ups and downs of life to shake their focus. Instead, they train themselves to remain steady regardless of what is happening around them. Emotions are powerful, but they must be directed with intention. If you allow your emotions to dictate your choices, you will struggle to stay consistent. Motivation fluctuates, but discipline remains. Emotional intelligence allows you to move forward even when you do not feel like it. This is what separates those who succeed from those who make excuses. They do not wait for their emotions to be in the right place. They take action regardless of how they feel. When you lack emotional intelligence, small problems become overwhelming obstacles. A minor setback feels like a major failure, and one moment of doubt convinces you to give up completely. But when you master your emotions, you see setbacks for what they really are: temporary challenges, not permanent barriers. Emotionally intelligent people understand that problems are part of the process, and they do not allow negative emotions to keep them stuck. Many people fail to understand that emotions are signals, not commands. Feeling afraid does not mean you should stop. Feeling frustrated does not mean you should give up. Feeling uncertain does not mean you should hesitate. When you develop emotional intelligence, you learn to interpret your emotions instead of blindly following them. You acknowledge them, but you do not let them dictate your actions. A key aspect of emotional intelligence is emotional endurance, the ability to sustain effort and stay committed even in the face of emotional discomfort. Most people quit because they cannot handle the emotional weight of struggle, uncertainty, and fear. But those who are emotionally intelligent know that discomfort is temporary. They have trained themselves to endure short-term pain for long-term success. Mastering emotional intelligence means understanding the emotional triggers that hold you back. What situations make you anxious? What words make you defensive? What setbacks make you lose motivation? When you identify these patterns, you gain the power to change them. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can develop strategies to handle them with clarity and control. Your ability to handle stress is one of the most critical factors in your success. Stress is inevitable, but how you respond to it determines whether it strengthens you or breaks you. People with low emotional intelligence let stress overwhelm them, leading to burnout, poor decisions, and wasted time. Those with high emotional intelligence know how to manage stress by staying calm, prioritizing effectively, and taking intentional breaks without losing momentum. Confidence and emotional intelligence go hand in hand. If you cannot manage your emotions, you will struggle to maintain confidence in yourself and your abilities. Confidence is not just about believing in yourself, it is about trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way. Emotionally intelligent people build confidence by proving to themselves over and over again that they can navigate challenges with strength and focus. Another important skill in emotional intelligence is the ability to manage frustration. Many people quit too soon because they get frustrated when things do not go as planned. They expect instant results and lose patience when success takes longer than they thought. Emotionally intelligent individuals, however, embrace frustration as part of the process. They do not let it weaken them. They use it as fuel to push harder and refine their strategies. Most people waste valuable time arguing, defending themselves, or engaging in conflicts that do not serve them. Emotionally intelligent individuals, on the other hand, choose their battles wisely. They do not waste energy on proving a point or reacting to negativity. They know when to speak and when to stay silent. They protect their energy by focusing only on what truly matters. Self-doubt is a major roadblock to success, and emotional intelligence helps you overcome it. Instead of allowing doubt to paralyze them, emotionally intelligent people acknowledge it, but do not let it stop them. They reframe doubt as an opportunity for growth. They ask themselves, "What if I succeed?" instead of "What if I fail?" They take action even when they do not feel fully ready, trusting that they will learn along the way. Another critical part of emotional intelligence is learning how to regulate excitement and avoid overconfidence. While confidence is essential, too much excitement can lead to poor decision-making. Many people make impulsive choices when they are overly enthusiastic, only to regret them later. Emotionally intelligent people maintain balance. They celebrate wins but remain grounded. They think long-term rather than getting caught up in temporary emotions. The ability to handle criticism is a true test of emotional intelligence. Most people take criticism personally, allowing it to damage their self-esteem or cause them to react defensively. But emotionally intelligent people use criticism as a tool for growth. They separate emotion from logic and ask themselves, "Is there truth in this feedback? Can I learn from it?" They take what is useful and discard what is not, without letting their ego get in the way. Another sign of emotional intelligence is the ability to maintain composure in moments of pressure. When faced with difficult situations, most people panic, overreact, or shut down. But those who are emotionally intelligent remain steady. They slow their breathing, clear their mind, and focus on solutions instead of problems. They understand that staying calm gives them an edge when others are losing control. Emotional intelligence also allows you to develop a strong personal identity. Many people shape their emotions based on the opinions of others. They feel good when they are praised and insecure when they are criticized. But emotionally intelligent individuals build their confidence from within. Their self-worth is not dependent on validation from others. It comes from knowing who they are and staying true to their values. Mastering your emotions makes you more adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and things will not always go according to plan. If you cannot handle change, you will struggle to succeed. Emotionally intelligent people are flexible. They accept that things will not always go their way, but they do not let that stop them. They adjust, adapt, and continue moving forward. A highly underrated skill in emotional intelligence is the ability to let go. Many people hold on to past mistakes, regrets, and negative experiences, allowing them to drain their energy. But those who are emotionally intelligent understand that holding on to the past does not change it. They learn from it, but they do not dwell on it. They focus their energy on the present and the future instead of wasting it on things they cannot change. Emotional intelligence is not just about managing negative emotions, it is also about amplifying positive ones. Emotionally intelligent people train themselves to feel gratitude, excitement, and joy, even in small moments. They recognize that success is not just about reaching the destination, but also about enjoying the journey. They create happiness from within, instead of waiting for external factors to make them feel fulfilled. At its core, emotional intelligence is about mastering yourself. If you cannot control your emotions will control you. Every decision you make, every action you take, and every goal you pursue will be influenced by your ability to manage your inner world. Mastering emotional intelligence is not just an advantage, it is a necessity for long-term success. Chapter 7. How to destroy fear and self-doubt. Fear and self-doubt are the greatest enemies of success. They creep into your mind, whispering lies that convince you to hesitate, second-guess yourself, and stay in your comfort zone. The truth is, fear is not real. It is a creation of your mind. It is an illusion designed to keep you safe, but in reality, it is keeping you stuck. If you let fear control you, you will never reach your true potential. Most people wait for fear to disappear before taking action, but that moment never comes. Fear does not vanish on its own. It must be confronted. The strongest individuals in the world still experience fear, but the difference is that they take action anyway. The only way to destroy fear is to walk straight into it, again and again, until it loses its power over you. Fear thrives in hesitation. The longer you wait to take action, the more powerful fear becomes. When you overthink, doubt creeps in, and suddenly the simple task in front of you feels impossible. The key is to act before fear has time to paralyze you. Stop thinking and start doing. This is how you take away fear's control over you. Self-doubt is just as dangerous as fear. It convinces you that you are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to succeed. But self-doubt is not a reflection of your actual abilities. It is simply a habit of thinking. If you tell yourself you are not good enough, you will believe it. But if you start telling yourself, I am capable, I am improving, and I will succeed, your mind will adapt to that new reality. The fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people never chase their dreams. They are so afraid of making mistakes that they never even try. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than they can count. The difference is, they did not let failure stop them. They used it to grow stronger. Fear and self-doubt often come from past experiences. Maybe you failed before, and now you are afraid to try again. Maybe someone told you that you were not good enough, and now you believe it. But your past does not define you. Just because something happened before does not mean it will happen again. You are in control of your future, and you can rewrite your story at any moment. One of the biggest lies fear tells you is that you need to be ready before you take action. But readiness is a myth. No one ever feels 100% ready. If you wait until you feel completely prepared, you will wait forever. The truth is, confidence comes from action. The more you do something, the better you get, and the less fear you feel. Your mind is wired to focus on potential dangers, but you can retrain it to focus on possibilities instead. Instead of asking yourself, "What if I fail?" ask, "What if I succeed?" Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, focus on what could go right. Your thoughts shape your reality, and shifting your mindset from fear to possibility will change everything. Fear is a habit, but so is courage. The more you practice facing your fears, the braver you become. Start small. Do one thing each day that makes you uncomfortable. Speak up in a meeting, take on a challenge, or try something new. With every step, your confidence will grow and fear will shrink. Fear loses its grip when you prove to yourself that you can handle anything. One of the biggest fears people have is the fear of what others will think. They hold themselves back because they do not want to be judged, criticized, or laughed at. But the truth is, people are too focused on their own lives to worry about yours. Even if they do judge you, their opinions do not define you. Stop living for approval and start living for yourself. Fear and self-doubt can also be fueled by perfectionism. Many people do not start because they want everything to be perfect. But perfection is an illusion. It does not exist. The longer you chase perfection, the longer you delay progress. Success comes from taking imperfect action, learning and improving along the way. Your environment plays a huge role in your mindset. If you are surrounded by negative people who feed your fears and doubts, it will be harder to overcome them. But if you surround yourself with people who encourage and challenge you, you will gain the confidence to push through fear. Choose your circle wisely. Your mindset depends on it. The best way to silence fear is to drown it out with action. Fear thrives in inaction. The more you sit and think about your fears, the stronger they become. But the moment you take action, fear starts to fade. Even if you do not feel confident at first, take the step anyway. Confidence is built through experience, not through waiting. Self-doubt is just an untested belief. You may think you are not capable of something, but have you actually tested that belief? Challenge your doubts by taking small actions. If you think you are bad at something, practice it every day. If you think you are not strong enough, push yourself harder. Prove to yourself that your doubts are wrong. The mind follows the body. If you sit still, hesitate, and stay passive, your mind will stay in fear mode. But if you move, take action, and push forward, your mind will follow. Physical action leads to mental confidence. Train yourself to move forward no matter how you feel. Your body is capable, and your mind will catch up. One of the most powerful mindset shifts you can make is understanding that fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. If you do not take action because of fear, you will always wonder what could have been. But if you take the risk and fail, at least you learned something. Fear fades, but missed opportunities stay with you. Your greatest enemy is not failure, it is inaction. Every day you do not take action, you reinforce fear and self-doubt. But every time you move forward, you strengthen confidence and courage. If you want to change your life, you must commit to acting despite fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is taking action in spite of it. Rewriting your self-image is crucial for overcoming fear and self-doubt. Start seeing yourself as someone who is strong, confident, and capable. Speak to yourself with power. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am figuring it out." Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am improving every day." Your words create your reality, so choose them wisely. Fear and self-doubt will always try to return, but they only have power if you let them. The secret to long-term confidence is to keep pushing forward, even when fear resurfaces. Do not expect fear to disappear completely. Expect yourself to handle it better each time. You are stronger than your fears, and the more you face them, the weaker they become. The battle against fear and self-doubt is won through repetition. Keep acting, keep pushing, and keep proving to yourself that you are more capable than you ever imagined. With each step forward, fear loses its grip, and you become the person you were always meant to be. Your future belongs to the fearless version of you. Step into it now. Fear is not real. It exists only in the mind. Yet most people allow it to dictate their lives, keeping them stuck in mediocrity. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stagnant is simple. Successful people feel fear, but do not let it stop them. They acknowledge it, but they take action anyway. You must train yourself to see fear as a challenge to overcome, rather than a wall that blocks your path. One of the most effective ways to weaken fear is through exposure. The more you face what scares you, the less intimidating it becomes. People who fear public speaking, for example, only overcome it by speaking more. The first time might feel terrifying, but with repetition, the fear fades. Your mind adapts when you force it to face discomfort, so stop avoiding what makes you uneasy and start confronting it head-on. Fear often disguises itself as rational thinking. You convince yourself that now is not the right time, that you need more preparation, or that waiting is the smarter choice. But these are just excuses designed to keep you in your comfort zone. The truth is, waiting will not make you more prepared. Taking action will. The perfect moment will never come, so stop waiting and start now. Most people fail because they listen to fear more than they listen to their purpose. They let the voice of doubt drown out the voice of ambition. But fear is a liar. It exaggerates risks and minimizes your potential. If you want to succeed, you must learn to silence fear and amplify belief in yourself. Self-doubt grows when you compare yourself to others. You see someone more successful, more experienced, or more confident, and you start to question your own abilities. But success is not about being the best compared to others. It is about being the best version of yourself. The only comparison that matters is who you were yesterday versus who you are today. One of the biggest traps of self-doubt is the belief that you are not ready. No one ever feels completely ready. Every successful person started before they were fully prepared. Confidence is not something you have before you take action. It is something you build through action. Stop waiting for readiness and start proving to yourself that you are capable. Fear magnifies the worst-case scenario while ignoring the best-case scenario. You spend so much time thinking about what could go wrong that you forget to consider what could go right. Instead of letting fear focus your mind on failure, shift your focus to success. What if everything goes right? What if this risk changes your life? What if this is your breakthrough moment? Your environment shapes your mindset. If you are surrounded by people who live in fear, doubt, and hesitation, their mindset will infect yours. But if you surround yourself with people who take risks, embrace challenges, and push forward despite fear, you will absorb that energy. Your circle either feeds your confidence or fuels your self-doubt. Choose wisely. Fear and self-doubt make small problems feel like massive obstacles. They convince you that every mistake is a disaster and every setback is permanent. But failure is never final unless you quit. Every setback is a lesson, every mistake is a stepping stone, and every obstacle is a test of your determination. Your ability to keep going despite fear is what will set you apart. Action is the antidote to fear. Thinking about fear makes it stronger, but taking action weakens it. Every time you do something that scares you, fear loses a little more control over you. Confidence does not come from overthinking, it comes from doing. The more you move forward, the smaller your fears become. Your beliefs shape your reality. If you believe you are not good enough, you will act in ways that prove that belief true. But if you believe you are capable, you will take actions that reinforce that belief. You have the power to rewrite your self-image at any moment. Stop feeding yourself limiting beliefs and start programming your mind for success. The biggest regrets in life are not the things people tried and failed at, but the things they never had the courage to attempt. Fear convinces you that avoiding risk is the safer option, but in reality, playing it safe is the riskiest choice of all. You do not want to wake up one day and realize that fear stole your dreams. Your mind is constantly looking for proof of what you believe. If you believe you cannot succeed, your brain will find reasons to support that belief. But if you start believing that you are strong, capable, and destined for greatness, your brain will find evidence to support that as well. Your reality is a reflection of your mindset. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. Fear often stems from a lack of trust in yourself. You doubt your ability to handle challenges, so you hesitate. But think about everything you have already overcome in life. You have survived your hardest days. You have figured things out before. You have grown through past struggles. Trust yourself. You are stronger than your fears. Many people fear making the wrong decision, so they make no decision at all. But indecision is the enemy of progress. Even if you choose the wrong path, you can always adjust. The worst thing you can do is stay stuck in the same place because of fear. Take action, learn, and course correct as needed. Just do not stand still. Fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. The discomfort of stepping outside your comfort zone is nothing compared to the pain of wondering what could have been. When fear tries to hold you back, remind yourself that regret is far worse than failure. You can recover from failure, but you can never recover lost time. Self-doubt is a learned behavior, which means it can be unlearned. Somewhere along the way, you were conditioned to believe you were not good enough. But those beliefs are not facts. They are just stories you have repeated to yourself. It is time to rewrite your story and replace self-doubt with self-trust. You must train your mind to see fear as a green light, not a stop sign. Fear does not mean stop, it means go. It means you are stepping into growth, into possibility, into new territory. The presence of fear means you are on the right path. If you never feel fear, you are not pushing yourself hard enough. At the end of the day, fear and self-doubt are choices. You can choose to listen to them, or you can choose to override them. You can choose to stay stuck, or you can choose to move forward. You have always had the power. You just have to decide to use it. Your future is waiting for you on the other side of fear. Everything you want, the confidence, the success, the growth, is available to you. But you must be willing to step past your doubts, embrace discomfort, and take action. You are stronger than your fears, and the moment you start acting like it, everything will change. Chapter 8. Developing a mindset of unshakable resilience. Resilience is the foundation of true success. It is the ability to keep moving forward no matter what obstacles come your way. Life will challenge you, test you, and push you to your limits. But those who succeed are not the ones who never face hardship. They are the ones who refuse to break under pressure. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you build through struggle and perseverance. The first step to developing resilience is accepting that failure and setbacks are inevitable. No one achieves greatness without facing obstacles. Many people give up at the first sign of difficulty, believing that struggle means they are not meant to succeed. But in reality, every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. You cannot avoid hardship, but you can control how you respond to it. Your mindset determines your ability to withstand adversity. If you believe that every failure is the end, you will crumble under pressure. But if you see failures as stepping stones, you will keep moving forward. Resilient people do not waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They analyze their mistakes, adjust their strategies, and keep pushing. Every setback contains a lesson, and every lesson makes you stronger. One of the biggest obstacles to resilience is emotional fragility. Many people allow their emotions to dictate their actions. When they feel discouraged, they stop trying. When they feel frustrated, they give up. But emotions are temporary, and they should never control your long-term decisions. Resilience means acting based on your goals, not your emotions. Adversity exposes your true character. It is easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but your real strength is revealed when everything falls apart. The difference between winners and quitters is not talent or luck. It is the willingness to keep going when things get tough. When life knocks you down, get back up. That is what resilience is all about. Resilience is built through small acts of discipline. Every time you push through discomfort, you strengthen your ability to endure hardship. When you train yourself to stick to your commitments, even when you do not feel like it, you develop mental toughness. Success is not about motivation. It is about persistence, and persistence comes from discipline. Resilient people focus on solutions, not problems. When faced with a challenge, most people waste energy complaining or blaming circumstances, but those with a resilient mindset immediately shift their focus to finding a way forward. There is always a solution, and if you train yourself to look for it, you will never stay stuck for long. One of the greatest traits of resilient people is their ability to adapt. Life is unpredictable, and things will not always go as planned. Those who lack resilience struggle to cope with change, but those who are mentally strong embrace uncertainty. Flexibility and adaptability are key to surviving and thriving in an ever-changing world. Your ability to stay resilient depends on the strength of your belief system. If you constantly doubt yourself, it will be difficult to push through challenges. But if you develop unshakable self-belief, no setback will be enough to stop you. You must believe in yourself before the world does. Pain is part of the process, but suffering is optional. Many people allow hardship to define them, carrying their struggles like a burden that weighs them down. But resilient people refuse to let pain hold them back. Instead of dwelling on their problems, they use their struggles as fuel to push harder. Turn your pain into power, and it will become your greatest strength. Resilience means taking responsibility for your life. Many people fall into the trap of blaming others for their failures. They blame their circumstances, their past, or the people around them. But resilient individuals understand that blaming does nothing to change their situation. Taking ownership of your life is the first step to taking control of your future. Your thoughts shape your ability to handle adversity. If you constantly tell yourself that you are weak, that life is unfair, or that success is impossible, you are programming yourself to fail. But if you feed your mind with empowering beliefs, you will build the mental toughness needed to overcome anything. Your thoughts either build resilience or destroy it. Choose wisely. Growth only happens outside your comfort zone. Resilient people understand that discomfort is a sign of progress. They do not run from challenges, they embrace them. The only way to grow stronger is to face difficulty head-on. The path to success is paved with struggle, but those who endure it reap the rewards. People who lack resilience often quit right before they are about to succeed. The truth is, breakthroughs happen when you push past the point where most people stop. The moment you feel like giving up is often the moment when you are closest to achieving your goal. The people who succeed are the ones who hold on just a little longer. Resilience requires a long-term perspective. Many people give up because they expect instant results. They want success to come easily and quickly, and when it does not, they lose faith. But those who achieve lasting success understand that great things take time. If you stay committed, no matter how long it takes, success will eventually come. Building resilience means learning to control your response to failure. When things go wrong, most people either get discouraged or make excuses. But those with mental toughness see failure as feedback. They analyze what went wrong, make adjustments, and come back stronger. Every setback is a lesson. Learn from it, and you will never truly fail. Your habits determine your resilience. If you build a lifestyle of discipline, hard work, and persistence, you will develop the ability to push through challenges. But if you allow yourself to make excuses, to quit when things get hard, or to avoid discomfort, you will always struggle to stay strong in difficult times. Your daily habits shape your mental toughness. Resilient people do not let their past define their future. Many people stay stuck because they carry their past failures with them. But resilience means letting go of what has already happened and focusing on what you can control. You cannot change the past, but you can control how you move forward. The strongest people in the world are not those who never struggle, but those who refuse to let their struggles break them. Resilience is about refusing to quit, no matter how many times you fall. If you want to achieve success, you must train yourself to endure, to adapt, and to keep going, no matter what. You have everything you need within you to overcome any obstacle. Never forget that. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties. It is about thriving despite them. Many people believe that successful individuals have an easier path, but in reality, they have just learned to endure challenges without letting them break their spirit. The stronger your resilience, the more unstoppable you become. The ability to stay strong under pressure is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up too soon. Life will throw obstacles your way, but how you respond to them is what truly matters. Some people allow problems to crush them, while others use them as fuel to push even harder. Your mindset determines which path you take. Every difficult situation you have ever faced has prepared you for the next challenge. Look back at the moments you thought you would not survive, yet here you are, still standing. This is proof that you are stronger than you realize. If you have conquered hardships before, you can conquer anything that comes next. The moment you decide that no obstacle is stronger than your willpower, everything changes. You stop fearing setbacks, and instead, you start welcoming them as tests of your strength. You begin to see failure as part of the journey instead of an endpoint. Resilience is about deciding that nothing will break you, no matter what. Most people give up because they are looking for an easy way out. They want results without struggle, growth without pain, and success without sacrifice. But life does not work that way. Every great achievement requires endurance, persistence, and patience. If you want something badly enough, you must be willing to endure discomfort for as long as it takes. One of the greatest strengths of resilient people is their ability to maintain hope, even in the darkest times. When everything seems to be falling apart, they do not lose faith in themselves or their future. They understand that struggles are temporary, but giving up is permanent. Hold on to hope, because it will carry you through your toughest moments. When life tests you, you have two choices: break down or break through. Those who lack resilience crumble under pressure, letting adversity define them. But those with mental toughness push past their breaking point and emerge stronger. The challenges you face are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to build you. Many people underestimate their own strength because they have never truly tested it. They give up at the first sign of discomfort, never realizing that they were capable of pushing much further. But resilience is built through repetition, through proving to yourself again and again that you can endure far more than you think. Test your limits, and you will be surprised at how far you can go. Self-discipline and resilience go hand in hand. Without discipline, it is easy to let emotions dictate your actions. But when you commit to pushing forward no matter what, discipline takes over, ensuring that you stay on track even when motivation fades. Resilience is not about how you feel. It is about what you do despite your feelings. The people who achieve success are not those who never experience failure, but those who refuse to stay defeated. They get knocked down just like everyone else, but they always get back up. They learn from their mistakes, adjust their strategy, and try again. Failure only becomes permanent if you stop trying. Your ability to remain resilient depends on your level of self-belief. If you do not believe in yourself, it will be difficult to persist through challenges. But when you have unshakable confidence in your own potential, no obstacle will feel too big to overcome. Train yourself to believe that you are capable of handling anything life throws at you. Resilient people do not waste time complaining about their struggles. They understand that complaining does not change anything. Instead, they use their energy to find solutions, to grow stronger, and to move forward. Every second spent complaining is a second that could have been used for progress. Adversity forces you to grow in ways that comfort never will. When everything is easy, you stay the same. But when you are forced to fight, to push, and to endure, you evolve. Hard times shape you into the person you need to become to achieve your greatest goals. Fear often prevents people from building resilience. They are afraid of failure, rejection, and hardship, so they avoid taking risks. But fear is just an illusion designed to keep you in your comfort zone. If you want to build resilience, you must stop running from fear and start facing it head-on. Mental strength is built in the moments when you feel like giving up. It is in those moments, when you are tired, frustrated, and doubting yourself, that you have the opportunity to grow the most. Push through when it gets hard, because that is when transformation happens. The ability to stay resilient also depends on your ability to control your thoughts. Negative thinking will make you feel weak, while positive thinking will keep you moving forward. Master your thoughts, and you will master your ability to handle any challenge. People often quit because they think success should come faster than it does. They expect instant results and get discouraged when things take longer than they anticipated. But resilience means staying committed even when progress is slow. It does not matter how long it takes. What matters is that you keep going. One of the most powerful habits of resilient people is their ability to focus on what they can control. They do not waste energy worrying about things outside their influence. Instead, they take full responsibility for their actions, their mindset, and their growth. Focus on what you can change and let go of everything else. Your ability to overcome challenges is a direct reflection of your mindset. If you see obstacles as barriers, you will struggle. But if you see them as opportunities to grow stronger, you will always find a way through. Your perspective determines your level of resilience. Resilience is not just about surviving hardship. It is about thriving because of it. Every challenge you face is making you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future. Embrace the struggle because it is shaping you into the person you were meant to become. Chapter 9. Rewiring your brain for abundance and wealth. Wealth is not just about money, it is about mindset. The way you think about money, success, and opportunity determines the level of abundance you will experience in life. Most people remain stuck in financial struggle, not because they lack ability, but because they have been programmed to think small. If you want to attract wealth, you must first reprogram your mind for abundance. Your beliefs about money shape your financial reality. If you grew up hearing that money is scarce, that wealth is for lucky people, or that success requires struggle, then those ideas are running in the background of your mind. Without realizing it, you might be sabotaging your financial growth because of these deep-rooted beliefs. The first step to rewiring your mind for abundance is to identify and eliminate limiting money beliefs. Successful people think differently about money. They do not see it as something that is hard to get or difficult to keep. They see it as a tool, a resource, and an unlimited flow of opportunity. Instead of focusing on lack, they focus on creating value. Instead of fearing failure, they see risk as necessary for growth. You must shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance if you want to build lasting wealth. One of the most important mental shifts you can make is understanding that money flows toward value. The wealthiest people in the world did not get rich by luck. They created something that provided massive value to others. If you want to attract more wealth, ask yourself, how can I create more value? The more problems you solve, the more money will flow into your life. Many people unconsciously push money away because they feel unworthy of wealth. They believe they do not deserve financial success or that wanting more is greedy. But money is neither good nor bad. It is simply a tool that amplifies who you already are. If you are generous, money will allow you to give more. If you are wise, money will allow you to create more impact. You must allow yourself to receive abundance without guilt. Your daily habits reflect your financial mindset. People who struggle with money often have undisciplined spending habits, no financial goals, and a mindset focused on consumption rather than creation. On the other hand, wealthy individuals develop smart money habits, invest in their future, and make financial decisions based on long-term growth. If you want to change your financial reality, start by changing your financial habits. Visualization is a powerful tool for rewiring your brain for abundance. The mind cannot distinguish between imagination and reality, so when you repeatedly visualize yourself experiencing wealth and financial freedom, your brain starts to see it as normal. This makes you more likely to take the actions necessary to achieve that vision. If you cannot see yourself as wealthy, you will never become wealthy. Scarcity thinking keeps people stuck in financial mediocrity. They believe there is not enough to go around, that someone else's success means less for them. But abundance thinking understands that opportunities are limitless, that money is constantly circulating, and that success is available to anyone willing to claim it. The more you believe in abundance, the more opportunities you will see. The power of gratitude plays a major role in financial success. Many people focus so much on what they lack that they overlook what they already have. When you appreciate and respect the resources you currently have, you create space for more to come. Gratitude is an energetic magnet for abundance. Fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people never achieve financial success. They are so afraid of making mistakes, losing money, or looking foolish that they never take action. But every successful person has experienced failure. The difference is, they learn from it instead of letting it stop them. Failure is not the end. It is part of the journey to abundance. Surrounding yourself with people who have a wealth mindset is crucial for your financial growth. If you are always around people who complain about money, fear success, and believe wealth is unattainable, their energy will influence you. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, successful individuals, their mindset will elevate yours. Your financial reality is a reflection of the people you associate with. One of the biggest mindset shifts you can make is seeing money as a multiplier of opportunities. Money allows you to invest in yourself, grow your business, support causes you care about, and create a better life for your family. Instead of seeing money as something to chase, see it as something to attract by becoming the kind of person who manages and multiplies it wisely. Wealth is not found, it is built. Your internal dialogue about money matters. If you constantly say, "I can't afford this," you train your brain to believe in lack. Instead, shift your language to, "How can I afford this?" This small change forces your mind to look for opportunities instead of limitations. Your words program your financial destiny. Time is the most valuable asset, yet most people waste it chasing small rewards instead of building long-term wealth. Wealthy individuals understand that money can always be made, but time cannot be replaced. They focus on income-generating activities that create freedom rather than trading time for money. If you want to be wealthy, start valuing your time like a rich person does. The belief that working harder leads to more money is outdated. While hard work is important, wealth is created through smart work. The richest people do not work the hardest, they work the smartest. They leverage their time, automate processes, and build systems that generate income even when they are not working. Financial freedom comes from creating multiple streams of income, not just working longer hours. Investing in yourself is one of the most profitable decisions you can make. The more you expand your skills, knowledge, and mindset, the more valuable you become. Whether it is learning a high-income skill, investing in courses, or surrounding yourself with mentors, the returns on self-investment are limitless. Your wealth will never grow beyond your level of knowledge. Financial freedom is not about how much money you make. It is about how much you keep and how wisely you use it. Many people increase their income but also increase their spending, remaining stuck in the same cycle. True wealth is built by managing money effectively, making smart investments, and thinking long-term. You do not need to earn millions to become financially free. You need financial discipline. Fear of money can be just as dangerous as fear of failure. Some people avoid financial success because they associate wealth with stress, greed, or corruption. But money is simply a tool. It reflects the values of the person who holds it. When managed wisely, it can create positive change. Release any negative emotions about money and allow yourself to attract it freely. Wealth is a choice. It is not reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It is available to anyone willing to adopt the right mindset, take action, and stay committed to growth. The only thing standing between you and financial success is your willingness to break free from scarcity thinking and embrace the limitless opportunities around you. If you want abundance, start thinking, acting, and believing like a wealthy person. Wealth begins in the mind long before it manifests in reality. If your thoughts are filled with limitations, doubt, and fear about money, your actions will reflect those beliefs. The wealthiest individuals understand that financial success is a mental game first. They train themselves to think abundantly, make strategic decisions, and seek opportunities where others see obstacles. To attract abundance, you must first think like someone who already has it. The energy you put out into the world determines what you receive in return. If you constantly focus on what you lack, you will experience more scarcity. But if you operate from a mindset of growth and gratitude, you will naturally attract more opportunities for wealth. Abundance is not just about money, it is about freedom, possibilities, and expanding your potential. Your mindset creates the foundation for everything you achieve. Many people have been conditioned to believe that making money is difficult, that success is rare, or that wealth is reserved for a select few. These beliefs were passed down through generations, but that does not mean they are true. The world is filled with financial opportunities, but only those who recognize them will take advantage. Your financial situation is a direct reflection of the beliefs you hold about money. One of the biggest reasons people struggle financially is because they operate from a survival mindset rather than a growth mindset. They think only about paying their bills, avoiding debt, and making ends meet instead of focusing on wealth creation, investments, and financial expansion. Wealthy individuals look beyond survival. They develop strategies to multiply their income and create financial security. Thinking bigger is the first step toward building wealth. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to financial success. Fear of failure, fear of risk, fear of losing money, all of these keep people trapped in the same cycle of financial struggle. But the truth is, money flows to those who are willing to take calculated risks and seize opportunities. If you let fear dictate your financial decisions, you will always play small. The more you embrace smart risks, the more your financial potential expands. Your relationship with money is deeply connected to your self-worth. If you subconsciously believe you do not deserve financial success, you will sabotage yourself without realizing it. Many people undercharge for their services, hesitate to negotiate salaries, or settle for less than they deserve because they lack confidence in their financial value. Believing in your worth is essential for attracting abundance. The way you handle small amounts of money determines how you will handle large amounts. If you mismanage $100, you will mismanage $10,000. Wealthy individuals develop the habit of financial discipline early on, ensuring that they control their money instead of letting money control them. Every financial decision you make today impacts your future wealth. Building wealth requires a long-term mindset. Many people fail financially because they look for quick fixes, fast money, and instant gratification. But true wealth is built over time through smart investments, patience, and consistent action. If you focus only on short-term gains, you will miss out on long-term financial freedom. The key to wealth is playing the long game. Successful people think about money in terms of opportunity, not limitation. Instead of asking, "How much does this cost?" they ask, "How much value will this bring me?" They understand that money spent on education, skill building, and investments is not an expense. It is an asset that multiplies over time. Rewiring your brain for abundance means seeing money as a tool for growth. One of the biggest financial traps is emotional spending. Many people use money to fill emotional voids, spending impulsively when they feel stressed, insecure, or bored. Wealthy individuals develop the ability to separate emotions from financial decisions. They prioritize logic, long-term value, and strategy over momentary pleasure. Mastering your emotions is key to mastering your finances. Your financial habits determine your financial future. Saving, investing, budgeting, and managing debt are all skills that must be developed intentionally. Many people ignore these habits, hoping that money will somehow take care of itself. But financial success is not an accident. It is a result of smart habits practiced consistently. Your financial habits shape your wealth-building potential. Abundance is a mindset, not just a bank balance. Some people earn 6 figures and still feel financially insecure because they operate from a scarcity mentality. Others with modest incomes create financial freedom because they understand how to manage and multiply their resources. True wealth is a combination of financial intelligence, discipline, and vision. Most people focus on earning money, but few focus on keeping and growing it. Earning more income is important, But without financial literacy, wealth disappears quickly. This is why many lottery winners and high-earning celebrities go broke. They lack the mindset and habits required to sustain financial success. Building wealth is about more than making money. It is about managing it wisely. Success leaves clues, and one of the best ways to rewire your brain for abundance is to study those who have already achieved financial success. Read books, listen to interviews, and learn from those who have mastered wealth building. The more you immerse yourself in financial knowledge, the more your mindset will shift toward abundance. Surround yourself with wealth-building wisdom. Investing in assets rather than liabilities is one of the simplest principles of wealth building. The rich buy things that appreciate in value, stocks, businesses, real estate, while the poor spend money on things that lose value over time. If you want to grow your wealth, you must shift from consumer thinking to investor thinking. Make your money work for you instead of just working for money. Your income will always reflect the value you bring to the marketplace. If you are struggling financially, ask yourself, how can I provide more value? The more skills, knowledge, and expertise you develop, the more opportunities you will attract. Wealth is created by solving problems and meeting needs. The more valuable you become, the more wealth you will generate. Your subconscious beliefs control your financial actions. If you secretly believe that money is evil, that rich people are greedy, or that financial success requires unethical behavior, you will unknowingly push wealth away. But money is neutral. It simply amplifies the character of the person who holds it. If you want to attract money, you must develop a healthy, positive relationship with it. Wealthy people do not rely on one income stream. They create multiple sources of revenue. Relying on a single paycheck is risky because it limits your financial potential. Whether through investments, side businesses, or passive income, having multiple income streams increases security and accelerates financial freedom. The more income streams you build, the faster you create abundance. At the core of financial success is a willingness to take responsibility. Many people blame their financial struggles on the economy, their upbringing, or bad luck. But those who build wealth take full control of their financial destiny. They learn, adapt, and make strategic decisions instead of making excuses. If you want abundance, you must take ownership of your financial future. Rewiring your brain for abundance is about shifting your identity. If you see yourself as someone who struggles with money, that belief will shape your reality. But if you start seeing yourself as someone who is financially intelligent, disciplined, and capable of building wealth, your actions will align with that vision. Success begins with the way you see yourself. Change that, and your financial future will change with it. Chapter 10. Mastering the Art of Discipline and Focus. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. Without it, dreams remain unfulfilled ideas, and success remains out of reach. Most people rely on motivation to take action, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes based on emotions and circumstances. Discipline, however, is consistent. It is what allows you to keep moving forward, even when you do not feel like it. Focus is equally important. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to direct your attention toward meaningful goals is a rare skill. Social media, entertainment, and daily obligations constantly fight for your time. Those who succeed are not necessarily the most talented, but they are the most focused. They prioritize what matters and eliminate what does not. The first step to mastering discipline is recognizing that it is a muscle. Just like physical strength, discipline grows through consistent use. The more you practice self-control, the easier it becomes. Many people fail because they expect to wake up one day and suddenly be disciplined. But discipline is built one decision at a time. Every choice you make strengthens or weakens your self-discipline. One of the biggest enemies of discipline is procrastination. Many people put off important tasks, telling themselves they will do it later. But later becomes tomorrow, then next week, and eventually never. The only way to overcome procrastination is to take immediate action. Start now, even if you do not feel ready. Momentum is built through action, not waiting. Success requires eliminating distractions. Most people do not struggle with a lack of time. They struggle with poor time management. They allow meaningless activities to steal their energy, leaving little room for meaningful work. To develop unshakable focus, you must identify the biggest distractions in your life and remove them. Protect your focus as if it were your most valuable asset, because it is. A disciplined person does not negotiate with themselves. They do not wake up and ask, "Do I feel like working today?" They do not question whether they should stick to their commitments. They simply do what needs to be done. The moment you give yourself the option to quit, you have already lost. Discipline means making a commitment and following through, no matter what. Many people struggle with consistency because they rely on willpower alone. But willpower is a limited resource. The most disciplined individuals do not depend on motivation or willpower. They create systems that make success automatic. They set routines, build habits, and structure their environment for success. Discipline is not about forcing yourself. It is about making success easier. Your habits determine your level of discipline. If you have weak habits, you will struggle with consistency. If you develop strong habits, discipline becomes effortless. This is why successful people focus on creating routines that support their goals. The key to long-term success is turning the right actions into daily habits. The ability to delay gratification is a cornerstone of discipline. Most people seek immediate pleasure and avoid discomfort, but those who achieve greatness understand that true success requires short-term sacrifice for long-term rewards. They do not chase temporary pleasure at the cost of their future. Mastering self-discipline means prioritizing long-term success over short-term comfort. Self-discipline is built through small daily victories. Every time you wake up on time, stick to your plan, or push through discomfort, you reinforce your ability to stay disciplined. Most people look for big moments of transformation, but true discipline is built in the small daily decisions. Discipline is not one big act. It is thousands of small choices over time. A lack of focus leads to wasted potential. Many people have the intelligence, skills, and talent to succeed, but they spread their energy too thin. Instead of committing to one goal, they jump from idea to idea, never fully following through. Success requires deep focus, giving one thing your full attention until it is completed. Focus on fewer things, and you will achieve more. Your environment plays a huge role in your discipline and focus. If you surround yourself with lazy, unfocused people, their habits will influence you. But if you are surrounded by driven, disciplined individuals, their energy will elevate you. Your success is often a reflection of the people you spend the most time with. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, long after the excitement of setting the goal has faded. Many people start strong but quit when the process gets tough. But those who are truly disciplined understand that the hard part is what makes the success worthwhile. If you push through when most people quit, you will achieve what most people never will. Most distractions come disguised as opportunities. People waste years chasing things that seem important, but do not contribute to their real goals. They say yes to everything, stretching themselves too thin. But truly disciplined individuals know how to say no. Every time you say no to a distraction, you say yes to your long-term success. Many people overcomplicate discipline, thinking it requires extreme effort or perfect conditions. But discipline is simple. It is about showing up every day and doing the work. The hardest part is often just starting. Once you take the first step, everything else becomes easier. The secret to discipline is not waiting for motivation. It is taking action, even when you do not feel like it. The ability to focus for long periods is what separates high achievers from the rest. Most people struggle to concentrate for more than a few minutes before checking their phones, switching tasks, or giving up. But focused individuals train their minds to work deeply without distractions. Deep work produces extraordinary results. Shallow focus produces mediocre ones. Many people mistake busyness for productivity. They fill their days with activity but achieve very little. True discipline means focusing only on what truly matters and eliminating the unnecessary. Success is not about doing more. It is about doing the right things consistently. Self-discipline is a form of self-respect. When you set a goal and follow through, you build trust in yourself. When you constantly break your own promises, you destroy that trust. This is why disciplined people succeed. They believe in themselves because they have proven to themselves that they can follow through. If you want to be confident, keep the promises you make to yourself. In the end, discipline and focus are what separate winners from dreamers. Talent alone is not enough. Intelligence alone is not enough. The only thing that guarantees success is the ability to stay disciplined and focused, no matter what challenges arise. If you master these two skills, nothing will be out of your reach. Discipline is not a feeling, it is a decision. Many people only take action when they feel inspired, but true discipline means working even when motivation is absent. The most successful individuals are not driven by mood or energy levels. They are driven by commitment. Your ability to be disciplined comes down to your decision to stay consistent, no matter how you feel. Focus is the ability to direct all your mental energy toward a single objective. Most people fail to reach their full potential because they allow distractions to scatter their attention. They chase multiple goals at once, never making real progress on any of them. If you want to achieve something significant, you must develop the ability to focus deeply on one thing at a time. Your brain is designed to seek comfort and avoid struggle. This is why discipline feels difficult at first. It requires you to go against your natural tendency to take the easy path. But the more you practice self-discipline, the more automatic it becomes. Over time, difficult tasks become routine and hard work becomes second nature. What feels uncomfortable today will feel normal with enough repetition. Many people struggle with discipline because they do not have a clear vision of what they want. Without a strong why, it is easy to lose focus when things get difficult. This is why high achievers set specific goals and remind themselves daily of their purpose. When your reason for doing something is strong enough, discipline becomes easier. Success requires mastering delayed gratification. Most people choose short-term pleasure over long-term rewards, sabotaging their progress in the process. They spend money instead of saving, relax instead of working, and choose distractions over productivity. Discipline is the ability to resist instant gratification in favor of something greater. The human brain thrives on structure. Without clear routines, people waste time and energy deciding what to do next. This is why the most disciplined individuals create habits that remove unnecessary decision-making. They wake up at the same time, follow a set routine, and make discipline automatic. The fewer decisions you have to make, the easier it is to stay focused. Many people believe that discipline requires extreme willpower, but the truth is, your environment plays a major role. If you are constantly surrounded by distractions, it will be difficult to stay focused. But if you set up an environment that supports discipline, removing temptations, structuring your space, and limiting distractions, You make success much easier. Your surroundings should work for you, not against you. Excuses kill discipline. People tell themselves they do not have enough time, that they are too tired, or that they will start tomorrow. But disciplined individuals do not entertain excuses. They do not negotiate with themselves. They simply do what needs to be done, regardless of circumstances. The moment you stop making excuses, your discipline will skyrocket. Most people do not lack time. They lack time management. They waste hours on meaningless activities, then complain that they do not have time for their goals. But highly disciplined individuals protect their time like a valuable asset. They schedule their priorities, eliminate time wasters, and dedicate focused hours to their most important tasks. If you do not control your time, distractions will control it for you. The ability to focus for long periods is what separates high performers from average individuals. Many people cannot concentrate for more than a few minutes before switching tasks, but disciplined individuals train their minds to engage in deep work, uninterrupted focus on a single goal. The longer you can focus, the greater your results will be. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. It is about self-respect. Every time you follow through on your commitments, you reinforce self-trust. But every time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your confidence. This is why highly disciplined people take their commitments seriously. They do not just talk about what they will do, they prove it through action. Building discipline requires learning how to push through discomfort. Many people quit as soon as something feels hard. But those who achieve greatness understand that pain, struggle, and resistance are part of the process. They embrace discomfort because they know it is making them stronger. If you want to be successful, you must learn to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. The key to long-term discipline is managing energy effectively. Many people burn themselves out by working non-stop, only to crash later. But the most disciplined individuals know when to rest and when to push. They balance intense focus with proper recovery, ensuring that they sustain peak performance over time. Discipline is not about working endlessly. It is about working smart. Your beliefs about yourself impact your level of discipline. If you constantly tell yourself that you are lazy, inconsistent, or undisciplined, you reinforce that identity. But if you start viewing yourself as someone who is disciplined, committed, and focused, your actions will begin to align with that belief. Change your self-image, and your discipline will follow. Many people think discipline is restrictive, but in reality, it is the key to freedom. Without discipline, people feel overwhelmed, disorganized, and constantly behind. But when you develop self-control, you create structure, gain control over your time, and free yourself from chaos. Discipline does not limit you. It empowers you. One of the biggest mistakes people make is relying on motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It fades with time. The most successful individuals do not wait until they feel like working. They build systems that ensure they get things done, regardless of their emotions. If you rely on motivation, you will always struggle. But if you rely on discipline, you will always succeed. Your success is determined by your ability to execute, not just plan. Many people make elaborate goals, but they never follow through. They spend time thinking, researching, and preparing, but they never take action. The difference between dreamers and achievers is execution. Disciplined individuals take action, even when the plan is not perfect. Resisting temptation is a skill that must be developed. Whether it is procrastination, unhealthy habits, or unnecessary distractions, the ability to say no is critical to success. Highly disciplined people master the art of self-control, refusing to let temporary desires derail their long-term vision. If you cannot control yourself, you cannot control your future. In the end, discipline and focus are the foundation of success in every area of life. Whether it is your career, fitness, finances, or personal growth, the ability to stay committed to a goal and remove distractions is what will determine your results. Master these two skills, and there is nothing you cannot accomplish. Chapter 11. Eliminating the mental addiction to comfort. High achievers are not born, they are made. They develop a mindset, work ethic, and habits that separate them from the average person. While many people dream of success, only a small percentage ever reach the top. The difference is not talent or intelligence, it is psychology. If you want to succeed at the highest level, you must think, act, and operate like those who already have. One of the core traits of high achievers is their relentless commitment to excellence. They do not settle for average effort or mediocre results. Whether they are working on a small task or a massive project, they give it their full attention. This mindset pushes them to improve constantly. They understand that greatness is built through consistent, high-level performance. High achievers embrace failure as a necessary step toward success. Most people fear failure and avoid challenges because they do not want to make mistakes. But those who achieve greatness see failure differently. They do not view it as a setback, but as feedback. Every failure teaches them something valuable, making them stronger and smarter. They fail forward, using every mistake as a stepping stone to success. Self-discipline is the foundation of the high achiever's mindset. While most people rely on motivation, high achievers rely on habits and structure. They do not allow emotions to dictate their actions. Even when they feel tired, unmotivated, or discouraged, they push forward because they are committed to their goals. They do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. High achievers are obsessed with growth. They never stop learning, improving, or challenging themselves. While others become comfortable with what they know, high performers constantly seek new knowledge, new skills, and new ways to elevate their performance. They understand that stagnation is the enemy of success, and growth is the key to staying ahead. Most people live in a reactive state, responding to life as it happens. High achievers, however, take control of their lives. They do not wait for opportunities to come to them. They create opportunities. They take responsibility for their circumstances and refuse to blame external factors. They believe that their future is in their hands, and they act accordingly. Focus is a defining trait of high achievers. In a world filled with distractions, they have mastered the ability to concentrate on what truly matters. They do not allow social media, entertainment, or meaningless activities to consume their time. Instead, they protect their focus and dedicate their energy to high-value tasks. They understand that deep work leads to extraordinary results. High achievers have a strong sense of purpose. They are not just chasing money, fame, or recognition. They are driven by something deeper. They have a vision for their life, a mission that fuels their actions. This sense of purpose keeps them going when things get tough. They know that success is not just about personal gain. It is about making an impact. Most people fear change, but high achievers embrace it. They understand that growth requires adaptation, and they are willing to step out of their comfort zones. When faced with uncertainty, they do not hesitate or retreat. Instead, they lean into discomfort, knowing that it will lead to breakthroughs. They welcome change as a sign of progress. High achievers surround themselves with other high achievers. They do not spend time with negative, unmotivated, or average-minded people. They seek out mentors, successful peers, and individuals who challenge them to be better. They know that their environment influences their success, so they choose their circle wisely. They take full ownership of their time. While others waste hours on entertainment, gossip, or distractions, high achievers are intentional with their time. They plan their days, eliminate unnecessary activities, and dedicate their energy to productive work. They do not just work hard, they work smart. Emotional control is another defining characteristic of high achievers. They do not allow emotions like fear, doubt, or frustration to dictate their actions. Instead, they remain calm under pressure, making logical decisions based on facts rather than emotions. They have mastered their mindset, ensuring that their thoughts serve them rather than sabotage them. High achievers are relentless. They do not quit when things get hard. Most people give up after encountering resistance, but high performers keep going. They understand that challenges are temporary, but success is permanent. They are willing to endure discomfort today for the rewards of tomorrow. Their work ethic is unmatched. While average people do just enough to get by, high achievers go above and beyond. They put in extra hours, pay attention to details, and refuse to cut corners. They take pride in their work, knowing that excellence is what sets them apart. They do not settle for being good. They strive to be the best. They have a strong belief in themselves. Many people hesitate because they doubt their own abilities. But high achievers train themselves to have unshakable confidence. They do not wait for external validation. They believe in their skills, potential, and ability to succeed. This self-belief gives them the courage to take risks and seize opportunities. High achievers master the art of consistency. They understand that success is not built overnight. It is the result of small, consistent actions repeated over time. While most people get excited for a few days and then quit, high performers stay committed for months, years, or even decades. They know that discipline beats motivation every time. They take care of their physical and mental health. They understand that peak performance requires a strong body and a sharp mind. They prioritize exercise, nutrition, and rest, knowing that these habits fuel their productivity and energy. They treat their health as a non-negotiable part of their success strategy. High achievers are resilient. They do not let rejection, criticism, or temporary setbacks define them. They use negative experiences as fuel, proving their doubters wrong and strengthening their resolve. They see obstacles as opportunities to prove their strength and determination. They do not seek approval from others. Many people stay stuck because they are afraid of what others will think. But high achievers do not let opinions dictate their actions. They follow their own path, trusting their instincts and making bold moves without needing permission. They prioritize progress over popularity. Finally, high achievers never stop aiming higher. No matter how much they accomplish, they are always looking for ways to improve. They do not settle for past success because they know that true greatness is a lifelong journey. They keep pushing, evolving, and striving for their next level. High achievers set clear, specific goals and take immediate action toward them. They do not just think about success, they plan their steps and execute without hesitation. Unlike those who wait for the perfect moment, high performers understand that progress comes from consistent effort, not waiting. They take action even before they feel ready, knowing that momentum builds success. They understand that setbacks are temporary, but quitting is permanent. While most people get discouraged after failure, high achievers see it as a test of resilience. They analyze their mistakes, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward. They never let failure define them because they know success is built on perseverance. The ability to stay disciplined is what separates the average from the elite. High achievers do not rely on fleeting motivation. They commit to their routines and execute their plans regardless of how they feel. Even on days when they are tired or uninspired, they stick to their commitments. Discipline is their greatest weapon, allowing them to outlast and outperform the competition. They eliminate distractions ruthlessly. In a world full of noise, most people struggle to focus. High achievers, however, are masters of attention. They structure their days to minimize interruptions, avoid time-wasting activities, and dedicate their energy to meaningful work. They guard their focus like a valuable asset, knowing that distractions are the enemy of success. Every decision they make aligns with their long-term vision. Most people live reactively, responding to whatever life throws at them. High achievers, however, are intentional about their actions. Every choice they make is a step toward their bigger goal. They do not waste time on things that do not contribute to their success. They embrace competition, not as something to fear, but as fuel for growth. While some people shy away from challenges, high performers see competition as an opportunity to improve. They study their competitors, learn from their strengths, and refine their own strategies. Instead of avoiding competition, they welcome it as a way to push their limits. High achievers practice self-reflection. They regularly assess their progress, identify areas for improvement, and refine their strategies. Most people avoid self-evaluation because it requires confronting weaknesses. But high performers understand that growth comes from honest self-assessment. They ask themselves hard questions and are not afraid to adjust their course. They have an unstoppable mindset. Average people allow doubt and negativity to control them, but high achievers train their minds for confidence and resilience. They constantly reinforce positive beliefs about themselves and their abilities. They do not entertain thoughts of failure. They visualize success and act accordingly. High achievers do not let their emotions dictate their actions. While most people allow fear, stress, or doubt to slow them down, high performers master emotional control. They know how to manage their thoughts and stay calm under pressure. They make decisions based on logic and strategy, not temporary emotions. They are willing to do what others will not. Many people dream of success, but few are willing to put in the extra effort. High achievers work when others rest, study when others watch TV, and push forward when others quit. They understand that exceptional results require exceptional effort. Their self-confidence is built through action. Most people wait until they feel confident before they start, but high achievers know that confidence comes from doing. The more they take action, the more capable they feel. They do not wait for permission or validation. They create their own confidence through experience. They seek mentors and role models. Instead of trying to figure everything out alone, high achievers learn from those who have already succeeded. They study books, attend seminars, and surround themselves with people who challenge and inspire them. They accelerate their growth by learning from the best. High achievers have a high tolerance for discomfort. Most people avoid difficult situations, but those who reach the top embrace discomfort as part of growth. They willingly put themselves in challenging environments, knowing that struggle leads to transformation. They train themselves to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. They are action-oriented. Many people spend too much time planning and overanalyzing, never actually taking the first step. High achievers understand that execution is what separates dreamers from doers. They do not just talk about their goals, they take action every single day. They protect their mental energy. While others engage in pointless debates, gossip, and negativity, high achievers stay focused on what truly matters. They do not allow toxic people or situations to drain them. They maintain a strong mindset by surrounding themselves with positivity and purpose. They develop resilience by facing adversity head-on. Life will always bring unexpected challenges, but high achievers do not let obstacles break them. Instead, they use setbacks as fuel to push harder. They see every hardship as an opportunity to build strength and character. They think long-term. While most people chase instant gratification, high achievers make decisions that will benefit them years from now. They invest in their future, build lasting skills, and make sacrifices today for success tomorrow. They understand that true achievement requires patience and long-term commitment. They take care of their health because they know success requires energy. Many people neglect their physical well-being, but high achievers treat their bodies like high-performance machines. They eat well, exercise, and prioritize rest. They understand that peak performance starts with a strong body and a clear mind. They embrace risk intelligently. Most people avoid risk altogether, fearing failure. High achievers, however, take calculated risks that push them forward. They are not reckless, but they are not afraid to step outside their comfort zone. They know that without risk, there is no reward. Above all, high achievers never stop growing. No matter how much they accomplish, they are always looking for the next challenge. They are lifelong learners, constantly evolving and improving. They understand that success is not a destination. It is a continuous journey of self-improvement. Chapter 12. The Secret Power of Mindful Awareness. Your mindset determines the quality of your life. It is the foundation of success, resilience, and personal growth. Those who achieve great things are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to quit. An unstoppable mindset means developing the mental toughness to keep moving forward, no matter what stands in your way. The first step to developing an unstoppable mindset is eliminating self-doubt. Most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they do not believe in themselves. If you constantly question whether you are capable, you will hesitate and hold yourself back. Success starts with the belief that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you tell yourself you are weak, unworthy, or incapable, your actions will reflect that belief. But if you train yourself to think positively, to focus on solutions instead of problems, and to see opportunities where others see obstacles, your mindset will transform. Your thoughts are the blueprint for your success. Choose them wisely. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to success. Most people let fear control them, keeping them stuck in comfort zones. But an unstoppable mindset requires facing fear head-on. The moment you stop allowing fear to dictate your choices, you will unlock new levels of potential. Fear is not a stop sign, it is a signal that you are about to grow. Resilience is a key component of an unstoppable mindset. Life will throw challenges at you, but your ability to bounce back determines your success. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as lessons. Every struggle you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the future. The most successful people are those who refuse to stay down after they fall. Self-discipline fuels an unstoppable mindset. Most people rely on motivation, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline, however, keeps you consistent even when motivation fades. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who work hard occasionally, but the ones who show up every single day. Discipline turns small, daily actions into massive success over time. Your environment plays a major role in shaping your mindset. If you surround yourself with negative, lazy, or unmotivated people, their energy will influence you. But if you stay around ambitious, driven, and positive individuals, your mindset will naturally elevate. You become like the people you spend the most time with. Choose your circle wisely. An unstoppable mindset requires an unbreakable work ethic. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is persistence. While most people stop when things get difficult, those with a strong mindset push through. They embrace challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Winners do not quit. They adjust, adapt, and keep moving forward. Most people wait for the perfect time to take action, but the truth is, the perfect time does not exist. High achievers do not wait until they feel ready. They take action now and figure things out along the way. Every day you wait is a day wasted. Start now and improve as you go. Failure is part of success, but most people fear it. They see failure as proof that they are not good enough rather than proof that they are growing. The most successful individuals in the world have failed more times than others have even tried. If you want to succeed, you must become comfortable with failing and learning from your mistakes. The ability to adapt is another trait of an unstoppable mindset. Life is unpredictable, and plans do not always go as expected. Those who are mentally strong do not panic or give up when things change. They adjust their strategy and keep going. Flexibility and resilience are the keys to long-term success. Self-confidence is built through action. Many people wait until they feel confident before they take risks, but confidence comes from experience. The more you take action, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build through effort and persistence. An unstoppable mindset requires a high tolerance for discomfort. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. The people who succeed are the ones willing to do what others avoid. They wake up early, work harder, and push themselves beyond their limits. Success demands that you become comfortable with being uncomfortable. The words you speak to yourself matter. If you constantly tell yourself you are tired, weak, or not good enough, your mind will believe it. But if you train yourself to say, "I am strong, I am capable, and I will succeed," your actions will align with that belief. The most powerful voice in your life is your own. Make sure it speaks words of strength. High achievers do not waste time on excuses. Most people fail because they blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck. But an unstoppable mindset means taking full responsibility for your life. No one is coming to save you. Your success is 100% your responsibility. Consistency is the foundation of success. Most people start strong but quit when things get tough. But those with an unstoppable mindset stay committed no matter what. They understand that results come from showing up every day, even when progress seems slow. The secret to long-term success is consistency in the small daily actions. Visualization is a powerful tool for rewiring your mind. If you constantly picture yourself failing, you will act in ways that confirm that belief. But if you visualize success, seeing yourself winning, thriving, and achieving your goals, you train your brain to work toward that reality. If you can see it in your mind, you can create it in your life. Gratitude strengthens your mindset. Most people focus on what they lack, which creates a scarcity mentality. But high achievers focus on what they have, which creates an abundance mindset. When you appreciate what you already have, you attract more success into your life. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps your mindset strong and focused on progress. Many people underestimate the power of self-reflection. They move through life on autopilot, never stopping to analyze their actions and decisions. But those with an unstoppable mindset take time to reflect, learn, and adjust their approach. They do not repeat the same mistakes. They evolve with every experience. Finally, the ultimate trait of an unstoppable mindset is the refusal to quit. No matter how many times they fall, no matter how difficult the journey gets, high achievers do not stop. They find a way, they adjust their approach, and they keep going until they succeed. If you refuse to quit, you are already ahead of 99% of people. An unstoppable mindset is built through repetition. The more you push yourself beyond your limits, the more natural it becomes to embrace challenges. Many people give up after their first struggle, but those who succeed have trained themselves to keep going. Success is not about never falling, it is about always getting back up. The mind will always take the path of least resistance unless you train it otherwise. Most people default to comfort, choosing the easiest option rather than the most effective one. High achievers, however, rewire their minds to see discomfort as an opportunity for growth. The ability to embrace difficulty is what separates the strong from the weak. Your daily routine determines the strength of your mindset. People with weak mental habits wake up late, waste time on distractions, and put off important tasks. Those with an unstoppable mindset start their day with intention, focus on priorities, and eliminate anything that does not serve their goals. Discipline in your daily habits builds an unstoppable mind. Overthinking kills momentum. Many people spend too much time planning, analyzing, and questioning themselves instead of taking action. The most mentally strong individuals trust their instincts and move forward with confidence. You do not have to know everything before you start. Progress comes from action, not endless thinking. People with an unstoppable mindset are immune to negativity. They do not let criticism, doubt, or toxic opinions affect them. They are focused on their path and refuse to let external voices dictate their future. If you allow negativity to influence your mindset, you will never reach your full potential. Resilient individuals turn adversity into fuel. While most people see struggles as setbacks, those with an unstoppable mindset view them as stepping stones to success. They take their pain, failures, and disappointments and use them to push harder. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to become stronger. The ability to control emotions is a defining trait of an unstoppable mind. Life will test you with frustration, fear, and stress. But those who are mentally strong do not let emotions dictate their actions. They stay calm under pressure and make decisions based on logic, not temporary feelings. The most successful people operate with a sense of urgency. They do not wait for someday or for the perfect conditions to take action. They understand that time is their most valuable resource and that wasting it is a form of self-sabotage. The sooner you act, the sooner you will achieve your goals. Fear loses its power when you face it repeatedly. Most people avoid situations that make them uncomfortable, but those with an unstoppable mindset seek out challenges. They know that fear is just a mental barrier that disappears with experience. The more you confront your fears, the weaker they become. Your belief system controls your results. If you believe you are limited, incapable, or unlucky, your actions will reflect that mindset. But if you believe you are strong, resourceful, and destined for success, you will create that reality. You become whatever you consistently tell yourself. An unstoppable mindset is not built overnight. It is forged through consistent daily effort. It takes time to reprogram your mind, overcome self-doubt, and develop resilience. But those who commit to the process eventually achieve greatness. The secret to success is showing up every day and doing the work. High achievers take responsibility for everything in their lives. Most people blame circumstances, their past, or other people for their failures. But those with an unstoppable mindset take full ownership of their results. When you stop making excuses, you start taking control of your life. They are also masters of adapting to change. Life is unpredictable, and things will not always go as planned. Instead of resisting change, mentally strong individuals adjust their approach and keep moving forward. The ability to adapt ensures long-term success, no matter what challenges arise. One of the biggest advantages of an unstoppable mindset is the ability to push through fatigue. Most people stop when they feel tired, but those who are mentally tough keep going. They understand that real growth happens when they push past their perceived limits. If you only work when you feel like it, you will never achieve extraordinary results. High achievers understand the importance of momentum. When they start working on something, they keep pushing forward until they see results. They do not allow themselves to lose focus or slow down. Momentum is what turns small wins into major breakthroughs. They protect their mental energy by cutting out distractions and negativity. Most people allow useless information, toxic people, and meaningless entertainment to drain their focus. But those with an unstoppable mindset prioritize their mental clarity. What you consume mentally affects how you perform in life. They do not entertain self-pity. When things go wrong, most people complain, dwell on their problems, and feel sorry for themselves. But high achievers do not waste energy on what they cannot change. They take action, find solutions, and keep moving forward. An unstoppable mindset requires unwavering commitment. Many people set goals, but abandon them when obstacles appear. Those who succeed make a decision to see things through, no matter what. If you are not fully committed to your goals, you will quit when things get difficult. Finally, those with an unstoppable mindset understand that success is a lifelong journey. They never stop improving, learning, or pushing their limits. Even when they achieve great things, they set new goals and keep evolving. There is no final destination. There is only constant growth. Chapter 13. The Psychology of High Achievers. Success is not about wishful thinking or waiting for the perfect opportunity. It is about taking massive action. Most people dream, plan, and talk about what they want, but very few take the necessary steps to make it happen. Massive action is what separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. High achievers understand that action creates momentum. When you start moving, even in small ways, you build energy and confidence. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to take that first step. Success is not about having everything figured out. It is about starting and adjusting as you go. One of the biggest reasons people fail is because they hesitate. They overthink, analyze, and wait for the right time. But there is no perfect moment. The most successful people take action despite uncertainty. Waiting will not make things easier. Action will. Massive action is not just about working hard. It is about working with urgency. Many people move too slowly toward their goals, taking months or years to do what could be done in weeks. High achievers attack their goals with intensity, knowing that speed matters. The faster you move, the quicker you see results. Most people stay stuck because they do not push past resistance. The first few steps toward a goal are always the hardest. Fear, doubt, and uncertainty will try to slow you down. But once you break through that initial resistance, taking action becomes easier. The key is to push through the discomfort and keep going. Taking massive action means eliminating excuses. People say they do not have enough time, money, or experience, but those are just stories they tell themselves. High achievers find ways to work with what they have and figure things out along the way. Excuses are the enemy of success. Get rid of them and take action anyway. Confidence is built through action. Many people wait until they feel confident before they start, but confidence comes from doing. Every time you take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable. The more you do, the more confident you become. Success requires intensity and persistence. Most people work on their goals occasionally, putting in effort when they feel motivated. But high achievers work relentlessly. They do not stop when they are tired. They stop when they are finished. Your level of success is determined by the level of effort you are willing to put in. Taking massive action does not mean being reckless. It means being relentless. It means making bold moves, taking risks, and refusing to settle for average. High achievers do not wait for permission to go after their dreams. They create their own opportunities. If you want something badly enough, you have to go all in. Most people fail because they underestimate how much effort is required. They assume success will come easily, and when things get tough, they give up. But those who take massive action know that results require more effort, more discipline, and more consistency than most people are willing to give. The ones who succeed are the ones who are willing to do whatever it takes. Action removes doubt and fear. The longer you sit and think about your fears, the more power they have over you. But the moment you take action, fear weakens. Every small step forward makes you stronger. The cure for fear is action. Move forward and fear will disappear. Most people think they need more information before they start, but knowledge without action is useless. You can read books, watch videos, and attend seminars, but if you never apply what you learn, nothing will change. Success is not about what you know, it is about what you do. Taking massive action means staying consistent even when you do not see immediate results. Many people give up too soon because they expect quick success. But those who achieve great things understand that big results come from sustained effort over time. Keep going, even when progress feels slow. High achievers do not let failure stop them. Most people try once, fail, and give up. But the most successful individuals keep going, adjusting their strategy and improving with each failure. Every failure is a lesson that brings you one step closer to success. Massive action requires sacrifice. Most people are unwilling to give up comfort, entertainment, or distractions to reach their goals. But those who truly want success are willing to make the necessary sacrifices. If you want to win, you must be willing to do what most people will not. Procrastination is the enemy of success. Every day you delay taking action is a day wasted. High achievers operate with urgency because they understand that time is their most valuable resource. The sooner you start, the sooner you will see results. Taking action also means being adaptable. Sometimes your original plan will not work. Instead of giving up, high achievers adjust, pivot, and find another way. If one strategy fails, they do not quit. They find a better one. The more action you take, the more doors open for you. Many opportunities only appear after you have started. Most people wait for opportunities to come to them, but high achievers create their own opportunities by putting themselves in motion. Action attracts success. Sitting still does not. Your mindset will try to convince you to stop. It will tell you that you are tired, that you have done enough, that you should slow down. But if you listen to those thoughts, you will never reach your full potential. The ones who win are the ones who push through when their mind tells them to stop. In the end, success is not reserved for the lucky or the talented. It is reserved for those who take massive action and refuse to quit. No matter where you are right now, no matter what obstacles stand in your way, the moment you decide to act with urgency and intensity, everything will change. Your future is in your hands. Start now, move fast, and never stop. Taking massive action is not just about working hard. It is about working with precision and focus. Many people stay busy but achieve little because they are focused on the wrong things. High achievers prioritize the actions that lead directly to their goals. Massive action without direction is wasted energy. Focus on what truly moves the needle. Most people allow setbacks to slow them down. They see challenges as roadblocks instead of stepping stones. But those who take massive action understand that obstacles are just part of the journey. Instead of stopping, they find a way to push forward. Every challenge you overcome makes you stronger and more prepared for the next level. Perfectionism is the enemy of action. Many people delay starting because they want everything to be perfect, but waiting for perfection is just another form of procrastination. The most successful people take action before they feel ready, improving as they go. Start where you are, with what you have. Progress beats perfection every time. Massive action requires an unshakable work ethic. While others do the bare minimum, high achievers go the extra mile. They put in more effort, more hours, and more energy than the average person. Success is not given. It is earned through relentless commitment to hard work. One of the biggest traps people fall into is thinking that small effort will produce big results. But massive goals require massive effort. If you are not getting the results you want, it is because you are not taking enough action. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You rise to the level of your execution. When you take massive action, you develop momentum. The hardest part of any journey is getting started, but once you build momentum, everything becomes easier. Every small win fuels the next step. Momentum is built through action. Consistency turns it into unstoppable force. Fear is powerless in the face of action. The longer you wait, the stronger fear becomes. But when you start moving, fear fades. Many people feel paralyzed by uncertainty, but action creates clarity. Do not let fear hold you back. Take action, and fear will disappear. Massive action means taking ownership of your progress. Many people wait for permission, approval, or the perfect conditions. But those who succeed take full responsibility for their outcomes. You are in control. No one else will make your dreams happen for you. The difference between winners and losers is that winners execute. They do not just consume information, they apply it. Many people read books, take courses, and gather knowledge, but never act on it. Knowledge without action is meaningless. Execution is everything. Massive action requires cutting out distractions. Most people waste hours on entertainment, social media, and activities that do not serve their goals. High achievers eliminate anything that slows them down. Success comes to those who are willing to sacrifice temporary pleasures for long-term achievements. The most successful people work with a sense of urgency. They do not operate on the belief that they have unlimited time. They act with intensity, knowing that every second counts. Your time is your most valuable resource. Do not waste it on things that do not bring you closer to success. People who take massive action are adaptable. They do not get stuck when things do not go as planned. If one method does not work, they try another. They keep moving forward, adjusting and improving along the way. Flexibility and persistence create unstoppable momentum. High achievers understand that effort compounds over time. Every action they take builds on the previous one, leading to exponential growth. Most people give up before they see the full effect of their efforts. Success does not happen overnight. It happens because of consistent, relentless action over time. Massive action requires setting high standards. Many people settle for good enough, but high achievers demand excellence from themselves. They push beyond what is comfortable and challenge themselves to reach new levels. Your results will never exceed the standards you set for yourself. Raise them. Excuses are the biggest killers of progress. People who take massive action do not waste time making excuses. They do not complain about circumstances or wait for someone else to fix their problems. You either make progress or you make excuses. You cannot do both. Those who take massive action do not get discouraged by setbacks. Most people quit after a few failures, but those who succeed know that failure is just feedback. Every mistake is a lesson that brings them closer to their goal. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying. The secret to taking massive action is developing the right mindset. Most people think small, limiting their own potential. But those who achieve greatness think big and take bold steps toward their vision. Your mind must believe in the possibility before your actions can bring it to reality. Many people think success is about luck or talent, but it is really about persistence. Those who win are not the most gifted. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They keep pushing, learning, and growing until they achieve their goals. Your willingness to keep going when others quit is what will set you apart. Massive action does not just change your results, it changes you. When you push yourself beyond your limits, you become stronger, more confident, and more capable. You prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. The journey transforms you into the person you need to be to achieve greatness. At the end of the day, the only way to achieve massive success is to take massive action. No shortcuts, no waiting, no hesitation, just relentless, consistent effort toward your goals. Stop thinking about what you want. Go out and make it happen. Chapter 14. Creating a winning identity. Success is not just about reaching the top, it is about staying there. Many people achieve great things temporarily, but fail to sustain them. Long-term success requires a different mindset, one that focuses on consistency, adaptability, and continuous growth. Getting to the top is hard, but staying there is even harder. The key to maintaining success is never becoming complacent. Many people slow down after achieving their goals, thinking they have made it. But high achievers understand that success is a journey, not a destination. The moment you stop improving, you start declining. Discipline is the foundation of lasting success. Most people rely on motivation to keep going, but motivation fades. Those who stay successful maintain strict routines, work habits, and self-discipline that ensure they continue progressing no matter how they feel. Success is not about how you feel, it is about what you consistently do. Long-term success requires continuous learning. The world is always evolving, and those who do not adapt will be left behind. The most successful people stay curious, read books, learn new skills, and seek out mentors to keep improving. The day you stop learning is the day you start falling behind. Resilience is essential for sustaining success. Challenges do not disappear once you achieve your goals. In fact, the higher you climb, the bigger the challenges become. Those who remain successful are the ones who adapt, problem solve, and keep moving forward despite obstacles. Success is not about avoiding problems, it is about handling them effectively. Surrounding yourself with the right people is crucial. Many people fail to maintain success because they keep the wrong influences around them. Negative, unmotivated, or complacent individuals will pull you down. High achievers build strong networks of ambitious, growth-oriented people. Your environment shapes your future. Choose wisely. Staying humble is another secret to long-term success. Some people let success inflate their ego, making them believe they no longer need to work hard or learn from others. But true leaders remain humble, open to feedback, and willing to improve. Arrogance leads to downfall, but humility leads to continuous growth. Maintaining success requires smart time management. Many people waste time on distractions, thinking they have made it and can afford to relax. But those who stay at the top protect their time fiercely, focusing only on activities that contribute to their long-term goals. If you do not control your time, distractions will. Success is a result of habits, not just one-time effort. People who achieve and sustain success follow structured routines that keep them productive. Whether it is waking up early, exercising, journaling, or practicing gratitude, their habits support their success. Your daily routine determines your long-term results. Financial discipline is another key factor. Many people lose their success because they mismanage their money. They spend recklessly, failing to save or invest for the future. The wealthy stay wealthy by making smart financial decisions and thinking long-term. If you cannot manage small amounts of money, you will never manage large amounts successfully. Sustained success is built on strong health and energy levels. Many people work hard to achieve success, but neglect their physical and mental health along the way. However, the most successful individuals prioritize exercise, nutrition, and rest to keep their performance high. If you do not take care of your health, success will not last. Emotional intelligence plays a huge role in staying successful. Those who let emotions like anger, frustration, or ego control them often make bad decisions that ruin their progress. Successful people learn how to stay calm, composed, and in control under pressure. Your ability to manage emotions will determine how long you stay successful. Consistently setting new goals is crucial. Many people lose motivation after achieving one big goal, not realizing that success requires continuous progress. The best performers always have their next challenge lined up, ensuring they never stagnate. Success is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process of leveling up. Giving back and helping others is a powerful way to maintain success. Many people reach success and focus only on themselves, but those who stay successful understand that contribution keeps them grounded. Helping others builds a positive legacy and keeps you motivated. The more you give, the more you grow. Developing mental toughness is essential. Long-term success comes with pressure, competition, and unexpected challenges. Those who endure are not necessarily the smartest or most talented, but the ones who refuse to break under pressure. If you master your mind, you master your future. Long-term success requires adaptability. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. Markets change, industries evolve, and new challenges arise. Those who maintain success stay ahead by being flexible, learning quickly, and adjusting to change. Adaptability is the ultimate survival skill in the game of success. Having a strong purpose keeps success meaningful. Many people burn out because they achieve material success but feel unfulfilled. Those who stay successful are driven by something bigger than money or fame. They have a mission that fuels their passion. Without a strong why, success will feel empty. Consistency is the backbone of long-term success. Many people work hard for a few months or years, but fail to maintain their effort. The real winners are those who show up every day, year after year, putting in the work without losing focus. Success is not about intensity, it is about consistency over time. Avoiding complacency is the final key. Many people lose success because they get too comfortable. They stop pushing themselves, stop learning, and stop evolving. But those who stay at the top never settle. They keep raising their standards, pushing their limits, and striving for more. If you are not growing, you are falling behind. At the end of the day, long-term success is not an accident. It is a result of mindset, habits, discipline, and continuous improvement. Those who stay at the top are the ones who commit to lifelong learning, resilience, and focused action. Success is earned, not given. Protect it, build on it, and never stop growing. Success is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process. Many people reach a certain level of achievement and assume they can relax. However, true long-term success requires a relentless commitment to improvement, growth, and adaptation. If you want to stay successful, you must continue to evolve. One of the biggest mistakes people make after achieving success is thinking they no longer need to work as hard. They assume the habits and discipline that got them to the top are no longer necessary. But success is never permanent. Without consistent effort, it will slowly fade away. Success is not something you achieve once and keep forever. It must be maintained through daily action. Long-term success comes from mastering the art of consistency. Many people start strong but lose momentum over time. High achievers, however, build routines and habits that allow them to sustain their progress, no matter what challenges arise. The key to lasting success is doing the right things every day, not just when you feel motivated. Another crucial factor in maintaining success is learning how to handle pressure. The higher you climb, the greater the expectations and responsibilities. Those who stay at the top are the ones who develop mental toughness, emotional control, and the ability to perform under stress. Success comes with pressure, but the strongest individuals thrive under it. Many people sabotage their own success by losing focus. Once they achieve their initial goals, they start chasing distractions instead of doubling down on what made them successful in the first place. High achievers, on the other hand, stay focused on their vision and continue moving forward. Success fades when you lose focus. Stay locked in on what truly matters. Maintaining success requires a constant hunger for growth. Many people become complacent once they achieve a certain level of financial or professional stability. However, those who sustain success never stop learning, adapting, and improving. Growth is a lifelong process. If you stop evolving, you start declining. Protecting your time is one of the most important skills for long-term success. Distractions, unnecessary commitments, and meaningless activities can drain your energy. The most successful people guard their time fiercely, dedicating it to high-impact work that moves them forward. If you do not control your time, others will control it for you. Avoiding burnout is essential for maintaining success. Many high achievers work relentlessly but fail to take care of their physical and mental well-being. Overworking leads to exhaustion, stress, and ultimately decline. Sustainable success requires balance. Prioritize rest, health, and recovery. One of the biggest threats to long-term success is arrogance. Some people believe that once they have achieved a certain level, they no longer need to learn from others. However, the most successful individuals remain humble, open to feedback, and always looking for ways to improve. Humility keeps you growing. Arrogance stops progress. Financial intelligence is a key part of maintaining success. Many people achieve financial success but lose it due to poor money management, reckless spending, or lack of investment strategies. Wealthy individuals build financial discipline, make smart investments, and plan for the future. Earning money is one thing, keeping it and growing it is another. Relationships play a huge role in sustaining success. Many people fail because they surround themselves with the wrong people, negative influences, toxic relationships, or unmotivated individuals. The most successful people choose their circle wisely, surrounding themselves with driven, positive, and ambitious individuals. Your environment will either push you forward or hold you back. The ability to handle criticism is another crucial skill. The more successful you become, the more people will judge, criticize, or try to bring you down. Those who maintain success develop thick skin, knowing that external opinions do not define their worth. Do not let negativity from others derail your focus. Stay committed to your vision. Reinvesting in yourself is essential for sustaining success. Many people achieve a level of success and then stop learning. However, true leaders constantly invest in their skills, education, and personal development. The more you grow, the more your success will expand. Successful individuals have a long-term mindset. They do not make decisions based on short-term gratification, but rather on what will benefit them years from now. Many people make impulsive choices that ruin their future success, while high achievers think ahead. Always play the long game. Short-term thinking leads to failure. Another major reason people lose success is because they stop setting goals. After reaching one milestone, they become directionless, unsure of what to do next. The most successful people never stop setting bigger, more challenging goals. Success must be fueled by continuous ambition, never settle. Adapting to change is necessary for long-term success. The world is always evolving. New industries, technologies, and strategies emerge constantly. Those who maintain success are the ones who embrace change rather than resist it. Adaptability is the difference between staying ahead or being left behind. Developing emotional intelligence helps in handling success. Many people let emotions like stress, fear, or ego sabotage their progress. Those who sustain long-term success master their emotions, making decisions based on logic rather than impulse. Control your emotions, or your emotions will control you. Giving back to others is a secret to lasting success. Many people reach success but feel empty because they only focused on themselves. Those who sustain success find purpose in helping others, mentoring, teaching, or contributing to a greater cause. The more you give, the more fulfilled and driven you will feel. At the core of long-term success is a relentless work ethic. Even after reaching great heights, the most successful individuals continue working hard, refining their skills, and pushing themselves to be better. Success is not a finish line. It is a never-ending process of growth, discipline, and ambition. At the end of the day, maintaining success is about mindset. If you continue to learn, grow, adapt, and push forward, your success will never fade. Stay hungry, stay disciplined, and never stop striving for excellence. Chapter 15. The Power of Mental Repetition and Affirmations. Fear of losing success can be just as crippling as the fear of failure. Many people achieve greatness only to live in constant worry that it will all disappear. This fear creates anxiety, indecisiveness, and self-sabotage. True success is not just about reaching the top. It is about staying confident, adaptable, and resilient, no matter what happens. One of the biggest reasons people fear losing success is that they tie their identity to their achievements. They believe that if they are no longer successful, they are no longer valuable. But real self-worth comes from within, not from external achievements. Your value is not based on what you have. It is based on who you are. The fear of losing success often leads to hesitation. People start playing it safe, avoiding risks and fearing change. But this mindset prevents growth. Those who remain successful understand that risk is a natural part of progress. The moment you let fear dictate your choices, you start limiting your potential. A major cause of this fear is the belief that success is temporary. Many people think that they got lucky or that their achievements are not sustainable. But success is not an accident. It is built through effort, strategy, and consistency. If you built success once, you can build it again. Confidence in your abilities eliminates fear. Perfectionism fuels the fear of losing success. Many high achievers become obsessed with maintaining an image of perfection, afraid to make mistakes. But mistakes are a part of every journey. If you fear imperfection, you will never take the risks needed for long-term success. The pressure to maintain success can become overwhelming. Many people feel like they must always perform at their highest level, never showing weakness. But true strength comes from knowing when to rest, when to adjust, and when to refocus. You do not have to be perfect all the time. Progress is what matters. Some people fear losing success because they have never experienced failure. If everything has always worked out for them, the idea of setbacks can feel terrifying. But those who have faced failure before know that it is not the end. It is just another step toward greater achievements. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. A scarcity mindset makes people believe that there is only a limited amount of success, and once they reach it, they must fight to keep it. But true success comes from abundance thinking, the belief that opportunities, ideas, and wealth are limitless. The more you create, the more success will flow into your life. Comparison is another major source of fear. People who constantly measure their success against others feel pressure to always stay ahead. But real fulfillment comes from focusing on personal growth rather than external competition. Your journey is unique. Success is not a race against others, but a commitment to your own evolution. The fear of losing success can create self-sabotage. Many people, deep down, do not believe they deserve to be successful, so they unconsciously make decisions that cause setbacks. To overcome this, you must reprogram your beliefs about your worth and capabilities. Success is not something you get lucky to have. It is something you are capable of sustaining through the right mindset and habits. One of the best ways to eliminate this fear is to focus on long-term vision rather than short-term success. If you view success as a lifelong journey, setbacks will not feel like losses. They will feel like lessons. Success is not about holding on to one victory. It is about continuously creating new ones. Many people fear losing success because they believe they must constantly prove themselves. They think that if they slow down or take a break, they will lose everything. But balance is essential for sustainability. Taking time to rest and reset does not mean losing success. It means protecting it. Financial worries contribute to the fear of losing success. Many people make the mistake of living beyond their means, so when their income fluctuates, they panic. The solution is financial discipline, smart investments, savings, and multiple income streams. When you manage money wisely, you eliminate the fear of financial instability. Building a strong support system helps ease the fear of losing success. If you try to handle everything alone, pressure can feel overwhelming, but surrounding yourself with mentors, trusted advisors, and like-minded people ensures that you always have guidance. Success is not meant to be carried alone. Having the right people around you makes all the difference. Accepting change is a crucial part of overcoming fear. Many people hold on to old methods, ideas, or strategies that no longer work, just because they fear trying something new. But the world evolves, and so must you. Flexibility and adaptability are the keys to maintaining success in the long run. One way to ease the fear of losing success is to constantly challenge yourself. Many people reach a certain level of success and stop pushing themselves, leading to stagnation. The best way to stay successful is to always aim for the next level. When you keep growing, you never have to worry about losing success. You are always creating new opportunities. Gratitude shifts your mindset from fear to abundance. Many people fear losing what they have because they take it for granted. But when you appreciate your journey, your progress, and your achievements, fear loses its power. The more you focus on gratitude, the more success you will attract. Some people fear that success has an expiration date, but this is only true for those who stop evolving. The key to staying relevant and successful is to keep learning, keep adapting, and keep innovating. Success does not disappear. It moves forward with those who are willing to grow. At the end of the day, the best way to overcome the fear of losing success is to trust yourself. No matter what happens, you have the skills, knowledge, and mindset to rebuild, adapt, and create new opportunities. Real success is not about never losing. It is about knowing that you have the power to rise again, no matter what. Fear of losing success is often fueled by past experiences. If you have struggled in the past or faced failure before, your mind naturally tries to protect you from experiencing it again. However, true growth requires you to let go of old fears and trust in your ability to succeed again. Your past does not define your future. Your actions today do. Many people let fear paralyze them, keeping them from making bold decisions. They hesitate, overanalyze, and avoid taking risks because they are afraid of losing what they have built. But success is not about standing still. It is about continuous movement forward. If you let fear control your actions, you will eventually lose everything you are trying to protect. Fear of losing success can lead to unhealthy perfectionism. Some people become obsessed with maintaining a flawless image, constantly worrying about what others think. But perfection is impossible. The most successful people embrace their imperfections and keep moving forward despite them. You do not need to be perfect to stay successful. You just need to be consistent. One way to overcome this fear is to redefine what success means to you. Many people base their success on external validation, money, status, or recognition. But if your success is tied to your internal growth, learning, and purpose, it becomes impossible to lose. True success is not about what you have, it is about who you become. A scarcity mindset creates fear of losing success. People who believe that opportunities are limited tend to hold on to their success too tightly, afraid that they will never get another chance. But those who adopt an abundance mindset understand that success is unlimited. Opportunities are everywhere. You just need to be willing to seek them out. Fear thrives on uncertainty. Many people fear the unknown, worrying about what might happen if they make the wrong move. But success is never guaranteed, and waiting for certainty only leads to inaction. You must be willing to step into the unknown and trust your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. The fear of losing success often creates self-imposed pressure. Some people feel like they must always be on, never allowing themselves to slow down or take a break. But burnout is one of the biggest killers of success. You do not need to be in constant motion. Rest is part of the process. Building long-term security is one way to reduce the fear of loss. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, relying on unstable sources of income. But those who diversify their income, invest wisely, and create financial stability feel more confident in their future. When you create multiple streams of success, you never have to fear losing just one. Letting go of attachment to outcomes helps reduce fear. Many people tie their self-worth to their achievements, feeling like failures if things do not go as planned. But real success is about adapting, learning, and staying resilient. Do not cling to a single result. Stay focused on the bigger picture. Resisting change is another reason people fear losing success. They become comfortable with their current level of achievement and fear stepping into something new. But comfort is the enemy of progress. If you want long-term success, you must be willing to embrace change rather than fear it. Developing a strong mindset is crucial for overcoming fear. Many people allow their thoughts to control them, constantly worrying about worst-case scenarios. But successful individuals train their minds to focus on possibilities, solutions, and opportunities. Your mindset determines your reality. Choose to think like a winner. Fear of losing success can sometimes lead to greed or selfishness. Some people try to hoard their success, refusing to share knowledge or opportunities with others. But true success comes from helping others grow as well. When you give, you create more abundance for yourself and those around you. Learning to detach from material success helps eliminate fear. Many people think that losing money, status, or possessions means losing success. But real success is about resilience, adaptability, and impact. If you can rebuild yourself once, you can do it again and again. Confidence is the antidote to fear. People who are truly confident in their abilities do not worry about losing success because they know they have the skills to create new opportunities. Confidence comes from action. Keep proving to yourself that you are capable. Many people fear failure more than they desire success. They focus so much on what could go wrong that they forget to pursue what could go right. But fear is just an illusion. It disappears when you take action. Shift your mindset from fear of loss to excitement for growth. The fear of losing success often prevents people from taking necessary risks. They stay in jobs they hate, hold on to failing businesses, or refuse to try something new because they fear instability. But calculated risks are necessary for long-term growth. Every great success story involves moments of uncertainty. Embrace them. Gratitude is a powerful tool for eliminating fear. When you focus on what you already have, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Fear disappears when you appreciate your journey and trust that more success will come. Be grateful for what you have, and you will always have enough. Overcoming fear requires surrounding yourself with the right people. If you constantly listen to those who doubt you, criticize you, or fear failure themselves, you will start believing in their negativity. Find people who uplift, challenge, and inspire you to keep growing. At the core of it all, overcoming the fear of losing success means trusting yourself. No matter what happens, you have the ability to rebuild, adapt, and create new opportunities. Success is not about never facing loss. It is about having the resilience to rise again, no matter what. Chapter 16. The Ultimate Mindset Shift, from Thinking to Execution. A true legacy is not just about wealth or recognition. It is about the impact you leave behind. Many people chase success only for themselves, but the greatest achievers think beyond their lifetime. A lasting legacy is built on purpose, contribution, and the lives you influence. Your legacy is determined by the values you live by. It is not about the money you accumulate, but about the lessons you teach, the example you set, and the difference you make in others' lives. People may forget your accomplishments, but they will always remember how you made them feel. The strongest legacies are built through service. The most respected individuals in history did not just focus on their own success. They focused on uplifting others. Whether through leadership, mentorship, or charity, true success is measured by how much you help others grow. If your success benefits only you, it is temporary. If it benefits others, it is eternal. Your daily actions define the legacy you leave behind. Many people think legacy is built in old age, but it is shaped by the small decisions you make every day. The way you treat people, the standards you uphold, and the effort you put into your work all contribute to how you will be remembered. Legacy is not created in a single moment. It is built over a lifetime. To build a lasting legacy, you must stand for something greater than yourself. Many people live without a clear mission, drifting through life without purpose. But those who leave a mark on the world are the ones who commit to a cause, fight for something meaningful, and refuse to settle for mediocrity. Your legacy is created by what you stand for, not what you own. Success without significance is empty. Many people reach financial success, but still feel unfulfilled because they lack purpose. The key to a meaningful legacy is using your success to create positive change. True greatness comes not from what you achieve, but from what you give back. Passing down knowledge is one of the most powerful ways to build a legacy. Money can be spent, material things can be lost, but wisdom lasts forever. The most impactful leaders invest in teaching, mentoring, and sharing their experiences with others. What you teach today will shape the leaders of tomorrow. The relationships you build will define how you are remembered. People do not just remember what you accomplished, they remember how you treated them. Kindness, respect, and integrity leave an impression that lasts far beyond your lifetime. Your legacy is written in the hearts of those you impact. A strong legacy requires long-term thinking. Many people focus only on short-term gains, chasing immediate success without considering the future. But those who leave a lasting mark make decisions that will benefit future generations. Think beyond yourself. Create something that will outlive you. The work you do can become part of your legacy. Whether you are an artist, a writer, a leader, or an entrepreneur, the things you create can inspire people long after you are gone. Your work can leave a permanent impact. Make sure it is something you are proud of. Resilience is an essential part of a strong legacy. Many of the most impactful individuals in history faced challenges, failures, and hardships, but they refused to give up. They kept pushing forward, inspiring others with their perseverance. Your struggles can become part of your story. Use them to inspire others. Integrity is the foundation of a lasting legacy. Many people chase success at any cost, but only those who stay true to their values are remembered with respect. Integrity means doing what is right, even when no one is watching. Your character will define how the world remembers you. A true legacy is not about being famous. It is about making a difference. You do not need millions of followers or worldwide recognition to have an impact. Changing just one life in a meaningful way is enough to create a lasting influence. Focus on impact, not fame. Greatness is measured by the lives you touch. Great leaders create more leaders. One of the best ways to build a lasting legacy is to inspire and empower others to reach their full potential. When you help others grow, your influence continues long after you are gone. A legacy is not about how many people follow you. It is about how many people you help rise. Your habits shape your legacy. The way you spend your time, the disciplines you develop, and the priorities you set all contribute to the impact you leave behind. Success is built on habits, and so is legacy. Make sure yours align with the impact you want to create. Love and kindness leave the strongest legacy. People may forget your achievements, but they will always remember the way you made them feel. Treating people with compassion and empathy is one of the most powerful ways to ensure your influence lasts. A life of kindness creates a legacy that never fades. Your mindset determines the strength of your legacy. Many people think too small, believing they cannot make a real difference. But those who leave a lasting mark are the ones who think big, act boldly, and believe in their power to change the world. Your legacy begins with the belief that you can make an impact. The best legacies are built through action, not just intention. Many people have good intentions, but never take the steps necessary to create real change. Those who are remembered take massive action, consistently working toward their vision. Do not just dream of leaving a legacy. Take action every day to build it. At the end of the day, your legacy is the story you leave behind. The lessons you teach, the values you uphold, and the impact you make will define how you are remembered. Make sure your story is one of courage, purpose, and contribution. A true legacy does not end when you do. The influence you have on others, the knowledge you pass down, and the values you instill will continue to shape the world for generations. Live in a way that ensures your impact will last forever. A lasting legacy is built on consistency. Many people have moments of greatness, but those who are truly remembered are the ones who consistently showed up, delivered value, and lived with purpose. Your legacy is shaped by what you repeatedly do, not by occasional moments of success. A strong legacy requires unwavering commitment to your values. Some people compromise their principles for short-term gain, but those who build a lasting impact stand firm in what they believe. When your actions align with your values, your influence will remain strong even after you are gone. The most powerful legacies are built by those who inspire transformation in others. Whether through leadership, innovation, or personal example, inspiring people to become better versions of themselves ensures that your impact will continue for generations. True success is not just about your growth. It is about how many people you help grow. A person's legacy is often reflected in their ability to endure. Many of the most legendary figures in history faced enormous resistance, criticism, and obstacles. What made them unforgettable was their refusal to give up. Your willingness to persist when others quit is what will define the impact you leave behind. Your words have the power to shape your legacy. Many people underestimate how much their words affect others. Whether spoken in a conversation, written in a book, or recorded in history, words can inspire, educate, and motivate for decades to come. Speak words that uplift, teach, and empower. Your voice can outlive you. Legacy is built through the relationships you nurture. While material possessions fade, the people you have influenced, guided, and supported will carry your legacy forward. Your impact on others is the most valuable asset you will ever create. Great legacies are rooted in purpose. Those who are remembered for generations are not just people who achieved wealth or fame. They are individuals who pursued something greater than themselves. Find a purpose that drives you, and your legacy will naturally follow. Leaving behind something tangible can strengthen your legacy. Whether it is a book, a business, an organization, or an invention, having something that continues your work after you are gone ensures that your influence lasts. Create something that will continue to add value to the world, even in your absence. A legacy is not built overnight. It is the result of small, intentional actions repeated over a lifetime. The way you treat people, the kindness you show, and the lessons you share all contribute to how you will be remembered. Start building your legacy now. Do not wait until it is too late. Mentorship is one of the most powerful ways to create a lasting legacy. Teaching, guiding, and empowering others ensures that your knowledge and values live on. The greatest leaders are not just successful individuals, they are people who develop and elevate others. Your response to adversity plays a huge role in your legacy. People will remember not just what you achieved, but how you handled challenges. Did you face difficulties with strength and wisdom, or did you let obstacles define you? Your ability to rise from setbacks will inspire generations to come. Many people fear being forgotten after they are gone, but the truth is, legacy is not about fame. It is about the depth of your impact. If even one person's life is better because of you, your influence has meaning. Focus on making a difference, not on being remembered. Your legacy will take care of itself. A lasting legacy is one that grows even when you are no longer present. It is not about how long you live, but about how deeply you impact the lives of others. Create something that will keep making a difference long after you are gone. The way you lead matters. Many people chase leadership positions, but fail to leave a meaningful impact. The best leaders serve, inspire, and empower others to reach their full potential. Your leadership should not just elevate yourself, it should elevate everyone around you. A legacy is created through selflessness. Many people focus on their own achievements, but those who truly leave a mark are the ones who dedicate themselves to helping others. Giving more than you take ensures that your influence lasts far beyond your lifetime. The best legacies are those that create ripples. If you inspire one person and they inspire another, your impact multiplies. A single action, word, or idea can start a chain reaction that transforms countless lives. Do not underestimate the power of your influence. It reaches further than you think. The greatest mistake people make is waiting too long to start thinking about their legacy. Many assume they have decades to create something meaningful, but life is unpredictable. Start building your legacy today, no matter where you are in life. People who leave lasting legacies are those who embrace change. Many resist change out of fear, but those who welcome new ideas, new methods, and new challenges continue evolving, and so does their impact. Adapting and growing ensures that your legacy remains relevant and strong. Success alone does not build a legacy. Significance does. Many people achieve personal success, but their impact fades because they never extended it beyond themselves. Strive not just to succeed, but to be significant, to leave the world better than you found it. At the end of your life, your legacy will not be measured by the wealth you accumulated or the awards you received. It will be measured by the lives you touched, the knowledge you shared, and the values you stood for. Live every day with the awareness that your actions today will shape how you are remembered tomorrow. A strong legacy is built on authenticity. Many people try to impress others or build a false image of success, but those who leave the greatest impact are the ones who stay true to themselves. Be real, be honest, and be authentic. Your legacy will reflect the person you truly are. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that legacy is about being famous. But real legacy is not about recognition. It is about the depth of the impact you have on others. You do not need millions of people to know your name for your influence to last forever. The small, everyday actions you take matter more than the big, dramatic moments. How you treat people, the words you speak, and the kindness you show all shape your legacy. The way you live daily is what people will remember most about you. A true legacy inspires future generations. The knowledge, wisdom, and principles you leave behind can guide others long after you are gone. Pass down what you have learned. Your experience can light the path for someone else. Many people chase material success, believing that wealth is the key to a lasting legacy. But money alone does not make people remember you. How you use that wealth to create change does. Your legacy is not measured by what you accumulate, but by what you contribute. Building a legacy requires courage. Many people avoid taking risks or standing up for what they believe in because they fear failure or judgment. But those who leave a mark on the world are the ones who dare to do what others will not. Fear fades, but impact lasts forever. A strong legacy comes from perseverance. People admire those who do not give up in the face of adversity. When you push through difficulties and keep going, you inspire others to do the same. Your ability to rise from failure will define how you are remembered. Your relationships shape your legacy. The way you connect with family, friends, and colleagues plays a huge role in how people remember you. Success means nothing if you have no one to share it with. A legacy is not just about what you achieve, but how you uplift others. Some of the most respected leaders in history were not just successful. They helped others rise with them. Help others climb, and your influence will multiply beyond anything you could achieve alone. To build a lasting legacy, you must live with intention. Many people drift through life without clear direction, but those who leave an impact make conscious choices every day to shape their future. Decide what kind of legacy you want to leave and live accordingly. The best way to ensure your legacy continues is to teach others what you know. Your skills, knowledge, and experiences can empower someone else to build their own success. Pass on what you have learned, and your impact will never fade. Your actions today will outlive you. Every decision you make has a ripple effect that can last for generations. The things you do now will become part of your story, long after you're gone. Make choices that future generations will be proud of. Those who leave the greatest legacies are those who embrace change. The world evolves, and those who adapt and grow leave the strongest mark. Do not resist change. Use it as an opportunity to expand your influence. Your character is your legacy. People may forget what you accomplished, but they will always remember how you treated them. Live with integrity, honesty, and respect. Your legacy is built through the way you make others feel. Helping others achieve their dreams is one of the best ways to leave a lasting impact. When you mentor, guide, and support others, you ensure that your influence continues long after you are gone. Success is even greater when it is shared. A true legacy is not about the past. It is about shaping the future. Many people dwell on what they have already done, but those who continue to grow, evolve, and innovate remain influential. Keep looking forward. Your legacy is built through your next action, not your last one. The mindset you develop today will shape your legacy tomorrow. If you cultivate resilience, courage, and a commitment to excellence, those traits will be what people remember about you. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you leave behind. Your ability to inspire will determine how long your influence lasts. The people who make the biggest impact are the ones who ignite passion, courage, and purpose in others. Inspire others to believe in themselves, and your legacy will live on through them. At the end of your life, you will not be remembered for what you owned. You will be remembered for what you gave. Whether it is time, wisdom, love, or opportunity, what you give is what will last. Focus on contribution, and your name will never be forgotten. A true legacy is timeless. Long after you are gone, your words, actions, and influence can continue shaping the world. Live in a way that ensures your impact will never fade. Build something that lasts forever. A true legacy is not built by chance. It is created through deliberate effort. Many people wait for the right moment to make an impact, but those who leave a lasting mark understand that every day is an opportunity to build something meaningful. Your legacy is not written in the future. It is shaped by the choices you make today. The people who leave the greatest legacies are those who think beyond themselves. They do not just chase personal success. They work towards something bigger, something that benefits others. A self-centered life fades quickly, but a life dedicated to helping others leaves an everlasting imprint. Every challenge you overcome adds to your story. People remember those who faced adversity with courage and refused to give up. Your ability to persist through hardship will inspire future generations. Do not fear struggle. Embrace it as part of the foundation of your legacy. A lasting legacy is built on passion. Many people drift through life without purpose, but those who leave an impact pursue their passion with intensity. They devote themselves to what they love, and their passion inspires others to do the same. When you pour your heart into something, your influence continues long after you are gone. Your ability to forgive and move forward is a powerful part of your legacy. Many people hold on to resentment, but those who choose to forgive set an example of strength and wisdom. A legacy of peace is far more powerful than a legacy of grudges. Leaving a legacy requires courage to stand for what is right. Many people stay silent or conform to avoid conflict, but those who shape history are the ones who speak up, take action, and defend their values. Never be afraid to stand for something greater than yourself. A strong legacy is created through consistency. It is not about one big achievement. It is about showing up every day, staying true to your principles, and continuously improving. Greatness is not in what you do once. It is in what you do repeatedly. One of the greatest fears people have is being forgotten. But the truth is, you do not need to be famous to leave an impact. If you have positively influenced even one life, your legacy has already begun. Focus on making a difference, not on being remembered. Your influence will take care of itself. Creativity plays a role in building a powerful legacy. Many of the most memorable figures in history left behind books, art, music, or innovations that continue to inspire. Express your ideas, share your talents, and leave behind something that will last. Your words carry weight. Many people underestimate the power of what they say, but a single conversation, a single lesson, or a single piece of advice can change someone's life forever. Speak with intention, and your words will echo through generations. Your work ethic is part of your legacy. Those who are remembered for their contributions are not just the most talented, they are the ones who worked the hardest. Talent fades, but the impact of relentless effort lasts forever. Those who leave strong legacies take responsibility for their lives. They do not blame others for their failures or wait for opportunities to come to them. They take charge, make bold moves, and create their own future. Your legacy is in your hands. Own it. Resilience is a key ingredient of a lasting legacy. The world will test you, circumstances will challenge you, and failure will try to break you. But if you continue to rise, people will remember your strength. The greatest legacies are built by those who never gave up. One of the biggest myths about legacy is that it only matters after you are gone. But the reality is, your legacy is affecting people right now. The way you treat people, the lessons you teach, and the work you create are already shaping the future. Do not wait until later. Start building your legacy today. The ability to listen is a trait of those who leave a meaningful impact. Many people want to be heard, but those who truly change the world are the ones who listen, understand, and take action based on what they learn. A legacy is not just about what you say, it is about how well you listen and respond. A legacy of kindness outlives any other kind of success. Wealth, status, and achievements may fade, but the impact of genuine kindness lasts for generations. If you want to be remembered for something, let it be for the way you made others feel. Leading by example is one of the best ways to ensure your legacy continues. It is not enough to tell others how to live. You must show them through your actions. Be the person you want others to become. Time is the most valuable resource when it comes to building a legacy. Many people waste time on meaningless distractions, unaware that every moment is an opportunity to create impact. Use your time wisely. Invest it in things that will outlast you. The final measure of your legacy will not be the things you owned, the awards you received, or the status you achieved. It will be in the people you touched, the values you instilled, and the love you shared. Live with purpose, act with integrity, and leave the world better than you found it. A legacy is not built by accident. It is crafted with purpose, intention, and dedication. Every choice you make adds another piece to the story you leave behind. Make your story one of courage, kindness, wisdom, and impact. You are not the same person who started this journey. Your mind has been rewired, your perspective has shifted, and your potential has been unlocked. Everything you need to succeed, the discipline, the confidence, the resilience, is already inside you. But here's the truth. Change is not about what you learn. It's about what you apply. Your new mindset means nothing without action. Don't just understand discipline, live it. Don't just believe in success, chase it. Don't just dream of transformation, make it real. Right now, you have two choices. Go back to your old patterns, your old habits, and your old limitations. Or step into the future you were meant to create. The work is not over. Reprogramming your mind is a lifelong process. But now, you have the tools. Now, you have the awareness. Now, you have the power. Your life will always reflect the way you think. From this moment forward, train your mind to expect success, to embrace challenges, and to stay focused, no matter what. Your future is waiting. Your new mindset is here. The rest is up to you. Now go, think, act, and succeed like the person you were always meant to be. Your transformation has begun. Keep building, keep growing, keep winning.